Yo, yo.
What's up with it? What was there was something else I was gonna do. It's your boy Noonan back with another reading. It's gonna be an all signs reading. We're gonna be asking what's next in your love life. Oh yeah, the stuff I need to be doing. Hold on, so I need to go to YouTube. Go to live. There we go. Exactly. Like a family pack. All right, adds it on. Okay, it's on. Put the thumbnail. Thumbnail is on. There we go. Boom bow. What's up, Marie? Elena? How you feeling? How you feeling? All right, so staying boom. All right, I'm going live, y'all. Y'all leave me alone. Okay. Okay, so today we are going to be going backwards. That's for sure. Oh, you at work? Okay. Oh, I didn't know where y'all was staying. I figured most people would be at home for real, because of the snow and stuff. But like, I don't know. I guess in other states, people be having to go to work. Here, only essential people had to go to work. They had like a state of emergency for the state of Delaware. Well, at least for where I stay at, it was a state of emergency because I guess maybe in different counties they do their own little thing. But here, we take that seriously. We're like, oh no, we need everybody to be safe here. Okay, so what's next in love and your love life for Pisces? Okay, so some of y'all could be having a partner who either views you guys as a trophy or you guys are going to be winning something. Oh, yeah, it's going to be an attractive partner, somebody who has a very appealing body. Now, for some of y'all, it could just be y'all. Maybe you guys are going to be having a very appealing body. You may have a partner, excuse me. You may have a partner who finds your body to be very appealing, and this is why they may treat you like a trophy. All right. So, it's somebody who likes your pictures. Maybe they take a lot of pictures. It's going to be coming your way, or you already maybe are in the connection with this person because it's somebody who's going to feel like they're winning. It's maybe a party guy, party girl, but if not, you may meet this person around a group function or some type of social event. Some of y'all could just be on social media because maybe somebody who saves y'all pictures or they like all of your pictures. Like this is somebody who really do see y'all as they it could be a friend because it says karmic friends, but I was thinking this could be a friend that maybe some of y'all have sexual chemistry with. Not I mean, not necessarily, maybe y'all had sexual chemistry already, but I'm thinking like y'all have like sexual tension with, you know what I mean? So you may find them to be appealing as well, or you just kind of feel like there's an underlining intensity between y'all. Sometimes it could be spoken, sometimes it's not, but it seems to be somebody who's kind of social. I get like a slimmer, leaner body person. Maybe some of y'all they may even be white. You know, if you're not white, but if you're white, it could be interracial. I kind of get that vibe a little bit for some of y'all. No, so it could be somebody who's meant to be in y'all life at this time too. It says karmic friends, but karmic don't always mean like a bad thing. It could just mean that this may be somebody who you're meant to experience based on the lifestyle that you live. So based on the life you live, this is somebody who like so let's say that you're like a gym influencer. This is somebody who probably likes that you have an appealing body. But or let's say that you're into people who have like a very attractive body. Then this is somebody who is part of that path or that lifestyle that you're looking for. So it's somebody who's going to fit the bill for what you would expect when it comes to love. Sheesh. Okay, I'm glad you called a lot too. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you. Happy New Year. All right, let me see. So we got tension. So tension is okay. So this is gonna be good for your love life. This probably gonna be one of the better things that you'll see coming out. If we see this a lot, that's gonna be good because it just means that these are opportunities to grow. It should make you uncomfortable because you're doing something that you normally don't do. It's kind of forcing you to do it. And anytime you don't do something different, there's going to be a bunch of irritation that happens, or a bunch of frustration, or there'll be power struggles in the relationship because you're not doing shit differently. So, in order to get the real outcome that you want, so say you guys want this to be a long-term partnership, then it means you have to do things that would make you uncomfortable. They're going to cause you to grow in ways that you probably wouldn't have grown had you not encountered this relationship. Usually, these are the relationships that we run from. So, you know what I mean? You may get involved in it because it does, like, some of y'all may go for it because it does like create, sometimes the tension can be good. It can create growth in areas in your life where you needed change. You know what I mean? Where maybe you were resistant to it. So this person comes in and helps you. So it could be useful. We'll see. You know what I mean? But it could also mean that there's constant power struggles if you refuse to. I think not. This would be somebody you guys would make peace with. So some of y'all about to make peace. If you're in a relationship, then what's next is you guys are like learning how to compromise, learning how, or even if you're not in a relationship, you're just learning how to compromise with people, how to like give and take equally, reciprocity, which is the same thing as give and take. But like, I just need to say it that way for some reason. So I guess you maybe need to clarify. You guys need to be a lot more clear in your communication style because we got third house here. So some of you, if you don't, so if you don't have a relationship, then what's about to happen is somebody who's in your community or people who you talk to regularly. So it may be friends. Maybe you guys are out dating a little bit more because there's potential for it if you don't date. If you haven't got any dates, it's there. You guys are fitting the bill or the aesthetic of the people who find you to be attractive at this time. So all you got to do is talk. All you got to do is talk. So if you're shy, you really don't need to be. The ones who like you are going to go for it. It's not going to be real hard to like get communication going. So these maybe people, some of y'all, so if these are like, let's say they're past people for y'all, because I was thinking this too. If these are past people, these are past people who want to make amends because you guys are now winning or in a better phase in life at this time. So things may be going well for you and they can see it. Because the third house is a Gemini energy, which also has to do with like, it does with communication, but anytime I think of Gemini, it's somebody who keeps tabs, watches, notices. Maybe they hear gossip, maybe they hear rumors. I want to talk to you now. Why do you want to talk to me now? Because you're winning. You know what I mean? Maybe you're looking more appealing, or they're just hearing your name on the wire. It could be a lot of people just mentioning you, talking. Maybe they see you. Sometimes it could just be on your social media. I see you come down your timeline. You're looking really attractive, or I see how other people are interacting with you. So it could be that. That's coming next because we got Jupiter here too, which could be an abundant period for y'all where you guys start feeling a lot more optimistic. The way that you guys like the stories you tell yourself like boost your confidence and create the opportunities that you want to see in love. You know what I mean? You guys are willing to grow, willing to explore, willing to expand past your normal limitations. So stuff that you told yourself, I'm not going to do, I don't got to do, you're doing it, you know what I mean? And you're compromising with other people. But if you're doing that, then you're going to be having good better relationships. But if you're not, if you're continually doing what you've done in all other relationships, exactly how you've done it without like taking time for self-reflection and just looking at where you may messed up, where there may have been faults, where maybe you were causing issue, you know what I mean? And why there was an issue. Because sometimes it don't just be you, but it'd be like, why it was an issue. So if you're not doing any of those, or the partners that you're dealing with aren't doing those, but normally I think they would, because Libra is a hospitality type of energy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a Libra or a Gemini, but it could just be that. So anyway, let me get 3 cards real quick. I'm gonna tell you something. We got 1, 2. All right, so some of these will be past people. I'm telling y'all, because we got the world reverse, but we got the 9 of cups. So these would be, and the wheel of fortune. Yeesh. Okay, and over there we got the 6 of swords in reverse too. So these would definitely be either past people or people, like I said, that you guys hold communication with. Some of y'all, maybe you guys haven't heard from them in a little bit, or it was maybe a little stagnant at some time. Because we do got the world in reverse, we got 6 of swords in reverse, but it just means that you're gonna have these experiences again. And this time with the wheel of fortune here, the dynamic has shifted. This time, you guys are looking more like the gift in the relationship, or at least this person's like wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? So like you are fitting the bill of what they would want when it comes to a relationship. You've already encountered these people already. So these are just people who are around y'all. It could be anybody at this point, for real, for real. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. If you guys are open to being social and being like reciprocal, you know what I mean? You can have the partnerships that you want. So if you want a relationship long term, you can have that. There's just a need for compromise. It can't just go your way, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So it can't just be about what you desire, what you need. And a lot of people say, well, I didn't get what I needed because you weren't speaking up, because we got Libra and Gemini energy. That usually can make people passive. You know what I mean? Where we kind of assume that you should do shit. So if you can get out of that energy, you guys end a certain pattern or cycle when it comes to relationships and actually get what you want out of connections. You know what I mean? You'll actually start seeing the benefit to having certain relationships or having people around. Some of y'all gonna be dealing with like big time people or people who are like very beneficial. Maybe they have like large income. Maybe they have a lot of benefits that come with them. Maybe networking opportunities or abilities. So some of y'all may be dealing with like people who are maybe public speakers or like people who know how to like resource, network, and like your life will get better having them around. You know what I mean? You may meet them, like I said, a social party gathering, something along the lines. But anyway, signs you guys could be dealing with could be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sag, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Pisces. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. I said Aquarius. Okay. And I said Taurus, right? I think I did. And I said Scorpio because it was all four of the fixed signs and Capricorn. All right. So anyway, that was for Pisces. I'm opening my scope and meeting guys currently very much out of my norm. That's good. That's the square I'm talking about right there. But boss lady, it's a square. So the square, let's just think of it like this. You keep doing something that messes up your diet, or you keep doing something that messes up your schedule, your routine. The square is of doing something that like breaks a pattern or a level of like discomfort. So like you know, maybe let me be like let's say when you first get into your job, you keep doing the same thing in the beginning, like the same mistake, and it keeps you from getting a pay raise or a promotion. You know what I mean? So you like have to do something different. Take some self-reflection because it annoys you so much that what I really want is like eluding me. You know what I mean? So you start figuring out, well, what am I doing wrong? But the great thing about a square is it's very similar to a Saturnian cycle or transit. So anytime you have like a Saturn cycle or Saturn transit, it pretty much helps you guys. It teaches you like to be a master of something. So you like have flying colors. If you do the work, you have like flying colors, and then you become a master of whatever it was that you were struggling with. So say you were trying to kick an addiction, say you were trying to get a diet in shape, or set a routine or schedule a business, or just maybe learn healthy boundaries. With Saturn, when it makes you uncomfortable, or with a square, when it makes you uncomfortable, then you learn because you have to like, you basically learn through mistakes, trial and errors. You're like, oh man, this shit is not working. And you eventually stumble upon it because you don't give up. And once you don't give up, that's when you learn the lesson. You learn all the ways that it won't work. And then you recognize a clear pattern of how it will work. And then you'll always be able to do it whenever you want to. Okay, so anyway, that was like me going off for no reason. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see what's next in your love life. What's up there, Ali? Good morning to you. Hey, Lala. Hey, Tobago. Hope I said it right. Yeah, I did Pisces already. Okay, so Aquarius, what's next in your love life? All right, we shall see. Mhm. All right, that's gonna be cool. Okay, so you guys got partners trying to get to know y'all. Groupies. People are hooked on y'all at this time. All right. Or some of y'all gonna be dating somebody who like has groupies. So some of y'all may be like dating more like people who are clout hungry in a way. Or you guys are dating somebody who's like really popular. I feel like it's that. Some of y'all are dating somebody who's really popular. People may be digging through like your information. I was gonna say digging through your mail, but it could be like trying to figure out something about y'all and this partner. So you guys may be having people hooked because I don't know, it's like trophies. People wanting to like not trophies, but groupies. People wanting to like be around y'all a lot more. And it's for clout, but it's also because of like who you're dating or who you're connected to. You know what I mean? Like people are just getting attached to y'all for no, I'm not gonna say for no reason. It's a reason, you know what I mean? But like they're like really starting to like maybe stalk y'all or like really wanting to like get to know y'all on a deeper level. You know, what I mean, most of y'all know it's for clout, but it could also be, I don't know, like they're gonna make up reasons to be around y'all is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like just maybe to share in the success, sharing the sun that you have. So I'll just get that first. All right. But if this is like a newer person coming into your life, then this is gonna be somebody who you guys will be hooked on. You know what I mean? They maybe also like treat you like, you know what I mean? Maybe they're like your biggest fan. They like fawn over you. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. You know what I mean? Some of y'all they like you because they I don't know, they make shit up. They could be really dramatic, or it could be like vice versa. So there's maybe like somebody who you guys are like trying to get the information and like trying to get to know them deeper, you know what I mean? Trying to get them hooked on you. And you know what I mean? Some of y'all may be somebody who like makes you giddy if it's like a man or a woman. I mean, of course, what else would it be, man or woman? But like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, I don't know why I said that. I don't know. It was like, what else would it have been? So, all right. So anyway, um, so like, I don't know, it's like some of y'all is like a actor or just like a outgoing person. It may be kind of funny. You may, I don't know, it's like an adoration to this person. So, you know, maybe you get like the googly eyes, like, you know, kind of like, oh, like a crush almost. So this may be somebody you guys are crushing on or somebody who's crushing on y'all. You guys may be hooking this person or getting this person like addicted to you, or they're gonna be hooking you in. So if this is somebody who draws a lot of attention or gets a lot of partners, they're gonna be drawn into you. There we go. Scorpio. Scorpio is that magnetism. So it's going to be somebody who finds you guys very sexually attractive, or this is somebody who, oh yeah, in first house. So it was a love at first sight. You guys are going to be having that. If you don't have a partner at all, and then we got conjunction. If you don't have any partners at all, or any potential for partners at all, opposition means you're only one decision away from having a different opportunity or from having a different experience in love. So oppositions are usually just big choices. And so it's a mirroring effect. We always hear that, oh, you're mirroring it. So, like, basically, how you feel about the situation, how you behave in the situation will reflect what you get out of this situation or your interactions. So, if you feel timid, unsure, they are going to be too. If you feel assured, confident, optimistic, so will they. You know what I mean? If you're like, showing more sensuality, more intensity, being more excited, you'll get that back. All right. If you're not going to do any of that shit, then none of that shit happens. You know what I mean? Because it's somebody who finds you guys to be attractive from the onset. So this may be somebody who you guys like, they're so attractive or they're so sexually, you know, appealing. They looked at you the same way. They looked at you the same way. So it could be an Aries, could be a Scorpio. So if this is like a person that you guys are already dealing with, then you guys may have like an intense high and low. But I get you guys, usually with the first house, it just means that we're getting to know each other again, or we're like, so it's not really reconciling. But with opposition, so there may be like tension or power struggles between y'all, where it's like hot and cold or high and low. Like, you know what I mean? So maybe one of y'all, you guys are figuring out who takes lead, or they're gonna start like, I don't know, maybe they just strategically just take action on y'all. So this may be new behavior for this person. You know what I mean? For some of y'all, this may be a new experience for you. Like y'all may not be used to someone being so aggressive, so straightforward. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a man, you may not be used to that because that's not usually the way for men with women. Women don't usually, sometimes they do, but not normally. All right. Also, if you already have a partner, then you guys are like getting on the same page and like starting to go deeper into y'all connection. The bond between y'all is about to strengthen it. So you guys may be feeling a lot more empowered. That may be why this person is hooking you in. So I kind of get that vibe too happening with y'all love lives for some of you. All right. But for others of y'all, if you don't have any partners, this is a good opportunity for y'all to have it. It just means that you guys have to allow somebody else to take lead where you normally would take lead, or you're having to take lead where somebody else would normally take lead, which could be like maybe you don't talk. You can talk. Maybe you don't act, because Aries energy gives you the confidence to go after the shit you want to go at. You know what I mean? And with the Scorpio energy, it usually is like recognizing humanistic traits about yourself and others. So it's like they may be insecure, like I'm secure, insecure. They may be like, you know, going through struggles like I'm going through struggles. Like you can see them in a human level. So like you normally wouldn't idolize. Let's say that you like a celebrity and normally you idolize a celebrity, but today or in this situation or these interactions, because you're only one interaction away from having the experience you want. So when one of these interactions, all that has to happen is you flip the dynamic by doing something different than what you normally do or making a different decision. So say they'd be like, hey, you want to go out to eat? And normally, let's say a stranger, because the first house could be somebody you just meet. Like sometimes like childhood friends, but sometimes it could be somebody who just like when they first meet you, they like you. Like I just feel like I know you. I just feel like we're comfortable. So something like that could have happened here or will be happening here for y'all in y'all love lives. And so from there, it goes on like the decision could be like maybe you don't allow new people to take you on a date, or you don't allow new people to get your money. I mean, to get your number. You know what I mean? It's one of those like the different choice could be like, well, I'm just gonna give him my number today, or I'm just gonna say hi, or I'm just gonna like make my presence known, or you know what I mean? Any of this is gonna change, make a change, a big change in your romantic life. All right, so here we go. Page of Wands, Nine of Wands in reverse. All right, so it could be somebody who's afraid to lose out or miss out on y'all, or it's just somebody who's just afraid of y'all in general. Like people may be afraid to approach you. So this may be an innovative way for y'all. If you're, you know what I mean? So like I don't know which one of y'all, because we got a devil here too. So it's somebody who obsesses or desires to have y'all. All right, Page of Pentacles. Somebody who felt like they missed out on y'all or missed out having an experience with y'all. So it's probably somebody who's like really finds y'all to be really sexy or attractive, especially with the Scorpio energy. They may be younger for some of y'all, or like just maybe. Well, we got the older one because we got King of Pentacles here too. So we got Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and King of Pentacles, and we got the Devil. So this will probably be a partnership for some of y'all that'd be hard to get out of. Maybe y'all may feel like this person is off limits with the Devil, or there's just like a difficulty like being able to like possess this person or like entertain this person or something like that. Maybe it's I don't know. Sometimes the Devil could be taboo because the Nine of Wands is here with the Page of Wands. So like some of y'all may not want to engage but like want to engage. You know what I mean? So you guys could be holding yourselves back out of fear. The pay, then pay, what is it? Oh yeah, because it's like where does it go? This it's the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the fear is like where does it go? And that's what the opposition could be. That you guys are always maybe worried about like what will become, what will happen, which is not always like the case with Aquarius. Usually you guys are future based anyway, but maybe that's why. Ah, that makes sense because you're always future based. So if you're wondering like, oh, where's it going to go? What's going to happen? That's where the issue is going to happen. That's where it's going to mess up because oppositions can have to do with uncertainty. And if you don't know how to deal with uncertainty, you're just gonna lose out. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. The Page of Wands comes, it means that you have to be bold or it has to be like trust your instincts. You know what I mean? Sometimes the relationship doesn't have really like a grounded approach to it. Like this doesn't really make any sense. If you're oh yeah, you're air signs, that makes sense. This is more so about passion, you know what I mean, and following instinct. So that's what Scorpio starts off with. So it's instinct, you know what I mean? It could maybe be a love of a lifetime, but it can also be a crash and burn situation. It all depends on your decision making and all of this. That's where it all that's where you're really like in the leaders in the driver's seat. It depends on your decision making and each moment or each interaction with this person. So it depends on how you act. Because sometimes with the Page of Wands, this could be somebody who like easily annoys you or you guys may be feeling easily annoyed by partners and then not wanting to like pursue it any further or take it past a certain point. This could be you guys refusing to be playful. You know what I mean? Like feeling maybe too mature in situations, trying to grow up too fast. Not saying that you're not like old enough to like be married or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is like sometimes with the Page of Wands and with with the first house, these are like love at first sight. And Page of Wands is somebody who like rushes into the shit. Just like a Knight of Wands. I just want to get into it right now. And if it's not gonna go all the way from a high, then I don't even want to. You'd be like, damn, from a high, you want to take it all the way to marriage? From me getting to know you, from us first interacting and having fun, you would like to take it all the way? You know, so the opposite, I'm just giving an example. It don't mean you have to go that far, but I'm just giving an example. It's kind of like wanting the extremes. This person may deal with extremes, so you guys may be having like intense emotions. They may have intense emotions. All that it looks like it could be happening here. This could be more of a sexual connection for y'all, but with the opposition, it just means that the quality of life gets better. King of Pentacles is here. This means that it could be a husband or a wife material. This may be somebody who's just very materialistic though, or just maybe some of y'all very like shallow sexual in a way, or this may be somebody who's like not necessarily invested in the family dynamic. They're invested in like the material success of relationships. So like the house, the car, you know what I mean? Like the attractiveness of their partners, stuff like that. It's not really about like, you know, I mean, some of y'all, because the King of Pentacles, they could want kids or they could want children or something like that. But then others of y'all, I kind of get this last little story I'm gonna give y'all. Some of y'all, there could be a temptation that's outside of your relationship if you have a relationship. This could be a confrontation that opposes to a connection that y'all already have. This could be somebody who comes about as a friend. Possibly you guys may cross the line together, possibly. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Somebody else could be a coworker, friend, colleague, or something like that. Page of Wands here, Nine of Wands, in reverse, and the Devil. It could just be more like a sexual connection that like you guys just haven't experienced, like you know, just didn't want to miss out on with the Nine of Wands, or they don't want to miss out on. It's one of it may be just a feeling of that, like I don't want to miss out on this. So this could be like you catch up with one of your favorite celebrities and like, no, hell no, I'm going to take this. You know, I'm going to take this chance. You know what I mean? Or like a guy or a girl that you really want to have it with. You're like, no, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah. You may be strategic, or they may be strategic. So some of y'all may be dealing with somebody who's married, or like, you know what I mean, possibly off limits in some way. And then you guys just kind of with the Page of Wands, that could be just an impulsive act. Possibly, some of you. All right. But they may be hooked, or you may get hooked. One of y'all. One of y'all. All right, anyway, it could be a Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer. I said Scorpio. Aries. I said Aries, those Sag. Okay, cool. That was it. And I said Capricorn. I did. Okay. Those are all the sexual signs, the real freaky signs too. I peeped that Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Cancer, yeah, all them. Those are sexual signs. And was Aquarius in there? Yeah, Aquarius was in there. Those real straight up freaky. All right, so we on Capricorn. Let's look and see. Let's look and see. And see, that's how a real man type is supposed to move. That's right, Destiny. Okay, so let's see. So Capricorn, what's next in your love life? This is going pretty well. We're gonna see. What's next in your love life? Inside scoop. People being all up in your business. Oh, okay. We'll see something. Hold on, we'll see. I kind of already got the vibe, but we're gonna see. Yeah, okay. So ego. And then what? Yeah, okay. It was that. It was that from the rip when I seen it. All right, cool. So third party triangles, love triangles, multiple lovers. Some of y'all may have choices, multiple lovers, some of you, and then others of y'all. But this is what's going on. First thing I was noticing, because it said inside scoop, closer look, nosy, up in your business. That could have just detailed the whole story right here for y'all just to start off. People are in y'all business trying to figure out the relationships that you guys are with or the partners that you have. They're fishing for comments. It says it right here, fishing for comments, which usually means for me that people are looking through your comments, looking through your likes, looking through your story. Well, you can't look through people's stories, can you? But maybe you're leaving your electronics open and people are in your phone. Maybe. But anyway, next in your love life is people trying to get to know you guys on a deeper level. All right. Some of y'all, these maybe people who maybe are very egoic, looking at you guys maybe as a trophy or like as an ego boost. You know what I mean? And then some of y'all, it's like a past person. Some of y'all, maybe somebody who had y'all in a third party or kept you guys as an option. They're fishing through your comments to look to see like who you may be on to. Like people are trying to get to know like who are you dealing with? Who is this person? Who are like people? So people are trying to figure out. Like I don't know. Do y'all follow them? Because maybe y'all shouldn't. But if you do, people are trying to figure it out. They got the microscope too. They got the what's it called? They got the Sherlock Holmes. They got the Sherlock Holmes. What's that shit called? With the glass, the magnifying glass. People got the magnifying glass on your ass. They trying to figure it out. All right. So that's the funny thing. So this could be past partners because sometimes the ego, it means that there was a somebody's ego got in the way of a relationship. And I did say there's a third party or a love triangle. So some of y'all is that, but then others of y'all are dating people who may have either multiple lovers. So that maybe like, you're dating people who are already committed, or people are trying to see if you guys are committed because some of y'all may just be single and dating around. So they may be trying to figure out like who's the hot thing, who's this you're dealing with, blah, blah, blah. Just really in your business. That's first and foremost. All right. And if you guys have nobody, then there are choices and options. People are trying to figure y'all out. You guys are actually on a lot of people's checklist, on their checklist. All right. So it's people just kind of like stalking y'all at this time. But we're gonna see. What's next in your love life? Scorpio. There we go. Same thing, same way. First card out. So these be people who are going to be strategic with you, or you guys may share intimacy or share like deeper level. Oh, so it's going to be jealousy. It's going to be possessiveness. There's going to be competitiveness in your love life, meaning that people may be competing for you. And you got a little first sight here. Okay, it's definitely going to be opportunities for y'all to date, romance, get your needs met. You guys may be courted soon. A lot of aggressiveness, competitiveness type of energy around y'all. Some of y'all going to be dating a partner who's like instantly in love with you and like jealous and possessive over you. You know what I mean? Like protective. You need to stay with me. You need to be with me. So you may be like an ego boost to partners around you or connections or people in general want to date you because of how you'll make them look, or because of maybe you're dating people because of how they make you look or their look, because we got Venus energy here too. So Venus has to do with the aesthetic or like the gentleness, but it can also be like the way that you're loved or the way that you express love. But it can also be the way that people express the love for you at this time. So you may be liked a lot by people in general. So even if you didn't have any partners, no options, no opportunities, you are very appealing to people on like first sight. So you may notice this, like they're being either aggressive, they're being more hospitable, they're being more pleasant, you're holding more conversations, like they're socializing more, then they're trying to get information. So the conversations may come off strategic, where it's like, so what would your boyfriend think about that? You know what I mean? what would your girlfriend think about that? You know what I mean? Like they kind of fish to see, are you like attached? Are you connected to somebody? Because these may be people who, like I said, from the onset find you to be very sexually attractive, very sexually appealing. All right. And that's going to be important in love. You know what I mean? Now, it's not important in long term, but it is important in the initial stages. So this is going to be good for y'all if that's what you want. Okay. So where was I looking for? I did that. I did that. There was a card deck. Oh, right here. Damn. All right. So what's next in love for y'all? You said no third parties this year. If there is one, they are where they want to be. Sometimes they just be there because, like, they can't pay the bills on their own. Because if he could have left her, he would have. Or if she could have left him, she'd have been gone. But like, sometimes people stay because it's cheaper to keep her, or it's cheaper to stay with them. You know what I mean? She don't want to pay that high ass rent. Rent is high. You know what I mean? She was just getting by. Let me see. Third, we got have to say third party. Not really, but maybe because we did say third party, but we got three cups, so that just means that you guys are gonna be having a lot more romance. Some of y'all could be dating friends or strategic. So let's just say this: people may become friends to try to like sleep with y'all or try to date y'all. That's where they'll try to assert themselves. There'll be good vibes, just chill. You'll socialize a lot. Some of y'all may be going out a lot. You know what I mean, or just having more entertainment, having more fun. We got oh shit, we got the moon. The moon is a secret admirer when it comes to romance. So a lot of that's coming. A lot of that's going to happen for y'all. People are just going to be popping out the woodworks all of a sudden, just telling you, just becoming a lot more assertive. So like if you have friends that you guys are like socializing with, they're going to tell you, hey, I thought you were attractive. It may come off strategic though. It may not come off directly or overtly like that. With the moon, it's vagueness. Like it can still have plausible deniability. So, you know what I mean? Man or woman, it'll still have like a plausible deniability where it's like, I mean, I don't feel that deeply, but they do. All right. So, or this would be somebody who you're around and you just pretend that you don't feel that deeply about and you do. But either which way, I kind of get in love life. It's really geared towards y'all or something like that. All right. Cause it's just like strategy. There's strategy that's involved and it could be competitiveness that's involved. So some of y'all, some of this may happen for y'all on a Tuesday. Something major, big may happen on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't know. Check it out. All right. So we got third house. So some of y'all also, yeah, you guys have been going on trips. We got girls trip. We got three of cups. So girls trip or six of swords is like past people, past friends. People may come back. You may get communication. You may pick up with people where you are because three of cups could also be reconciliation. So y'all may be picking up with people where you left off at. Some of y'all's maybe like connections where you had intense, I was gonna say intense sexual chemistry or found them to be very attractive, very sexually appealing or whatever, or just like a good vibe, especially with the six of swords and the three of cups. It's like, hey, I enjoy having this person around. Okay, two of pentacles. It may be, y'all may be juggling. You know what I mean? Or you guys are dealing with people who are like just telling you whatever they want to tell you. Like, and I'm not gonna say lying, because three of cups means you can trust them, but like they're just saying whatever just to kind of talk to you. So like if you have nobody, even if you do have people are just gonna talk to you. Who was that for? Pisces? Did I do that for Pisces? What was an Aquarius? I think it was Pisces. But it gotta be one of those two. But anyway, people are just gonna be talking to y'all. We got Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. That means people will linger around. People are like waiting on the moment, and or they just kind of like, if these are past people, because Eight of Cups could be past people. If these are past people, they're gonna try to pick up wherever you guys are at. And if these are newer people, these are newer people who are just gonna be talking about whatever, rambling, saying whatever, texting, calling, like starting conversation when I see you out. Two of Pentacles is me changing my approach. So maybe at one time we weren't talking, you know what I mean? Maybe like, but it becomes strategic. Now I'm talking. Now I'm holding conversation. Now I'm interacting. Now I'm being friendly. Some of y'all, they're gonna follow y'all because the three of cups for me sometimes is like a follow or it's a friend. So sometimes they add you or friend you on social media or they become friends with friends. You're gonna notice it. People are being strategic to get around you. You should notice it. You know what I mean? Anyway, could be done with a Scorpio, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini. Did I say Aquarius? I did. Okay. Was that all signs? No, because I didn't say Leo. Okay, it was close. All right. So that was for Capricorn. Right? You said you can't wait for Leo, right? I know. I'm reading the fuck out of these cards. Just today, though. Just today. I was feeling good. All right. So Sag, let's see. What's next in your love life? So what's next in my life? Okay, what we getting started with? Thief. Okay. Somebody's gonna approach y'all soon. Maybe at your car, maybe at the drive-through. Right, somebody who you may feel like is a waste of time at first, but it's somebody who's actually been getting some information on y'all. So in your romantic life, you guys may be either feeling at loss for a connection. So some of y'all may be like trying to like dig up, maybe go back to some other options or trying to find some other sources. But then others of y'all, I feel like it's people who want to be around y'all. People are going to be approaching y'all a lot more, trying to get to know you again on a deeper level. All right. Also, some of y'all, I don't know, some of y'all may not really be bothered about relationships. People may be talking about y'all a lot. I really kind of feel like people are throwing dirt on your name at this time too. What I mean? Maybe because y'all look like y'all are really just doing so well. That might be it. You guys may be seeming unbothered. You know what I mean? It may seem like life is really like just happening well for you or going well for you. It may just seem like you're not really stressed about stuff. Like even if it's not going the greatest, from the outside looking in, it just looks like you're not really stressed about stuff. So at this time in your love life, people are maybe wanting to be around y'all. Maybe to kind of, I'm gonna say waste y'all time, but it could sometimes be like to steal that joy for some of you. You know what I mean? It may not always be intentional, but sometimes like when people just see you like so happy and unbothered, they like, well, why are you so unbothered? Let me shake you up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'd be surprised if when we do the tarot, if the tower don't pop up, because sometimes it could be people wanting to like sabotage you. And sabotage doesn't always have to be like malicious. Sometimes sabotage you is like, why she's so cool? Why she's so chill? She need a little bit of a little bit of surprise or a little bit of like, uncertainty at some point. We got fifth house. You guys about to be dating around. So if you guys are like getting over another connection, then you guys are be just dating around, getting over somebody. What is it? Getting over somebody by getting under somebody else. So it could be that. But if even if you're not having sex, you guys are just getting a chance to like have romance, have some fun, maybe meet people through similar hobbies or interests. We got opposition here, which means that your love life or your romantic life is going to be based on your decision making again, how well you do to adapting to uncertainty, because maybe some of y'all don't like dealing with uncertainty. You need to know where everything's going to go, and that is always a problem. That's going to be a hindrance. That's not a Sagittarius trait either, so I don't know where y'all get that shit from. Y'all must got Virgo placements or earth sign placement, worried about where shit gonna go. You better trust your optimism because y'all blessed with that. All right, so somebody's gonna start flexing or flirting with y'all. I said flexing first. So maybe they're trying to show you money. Maybe they're trying to show off because we do start off with Leo energy or fifth house energy, or you guys are getting into that energy of like wanting to show off. You know what I mean? So opposition could mean that you guys are putting yourself out there maybe with this fifth house. Like maybe there was an issue for y'all. Maybe you guys weren't really putting yourself out there, and that might have been the issue in your romantic life. Like maybe you weren't holding conversation with people. Maybe y'all didn't reply back to people. You know what I mean? Maybe it could be any of that, but I get somebody soon flirting with y'all. You're gonna have people flirt with y'all. And it's usually people that you share like a similar interest with, or you guys like are maybe on a date somewhere or somewhere where it's a social event. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be just noticing how you're just chill, not really bothered. There's somebody who's been keeping tabs on you and trying to get to know you. So they probably been asking around about y'all, or it's just people in general. Because fifth house could be like friends, romantic partners. It's not really long term, but these are exciting like experiences. So like if y'all wanted to have sex and go on dates and like have like that childlike wonder and feeling again, then yeah. If it's a partner that you're with or a past partner, it's just a flip of the dynamic. So at this point, this person is finding you to be more attractive, more exciting. The relationship is having a sense of like starting over again. It feels like the honeymoon phase again. You know what I mean? So like, okay, we're getting there. So each time, well, so because it's going to go back if you're in a relationship, if it's going back to like a honeymoon phase, then it means that you have to be a lot more playful, like you guys were, date each other. So you have to like allow them to take lead in the areas where they're really good at, and then you take lead in the areas where you're really good at, and it'll keep the harmony and the connection. You know what I mean? So it's going to be somebody who's funny, witty. It's a funny, witty time coming back to y'all. Exciting. All right. So we got six of wands. All right, six of wands. So again, this could be, I don't know, some of y'all may be dealing with somebody who's low-key popular, famous. I definitely get this being somebody who's gonna put you guys on your high horse again, or you guys would be like, feeling like the shit because they're giving to you, because they're investing in you. So it could be somebody you guys had an ending with because of the Ten of Swords, but like they couldn't move on without you. You know what I mean? Some of y'all are somebody who doesn't want nobody else giving you, investing in you, taking care of you. You know what I mean? All that shit. So it could be a Leo, Libra, Taurus, could be a Aquarius, Capricorn, could be a Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, what was that? Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Gemini. Could be one of these signs. Yeah. I got the Leo there. Yeah. Or a Virgo. I said that. Okay. Or a Virgo. All right. Anyway, they've been they've been keeping tabs on your ass, and they be talking shit about you. So this is probably a lover. If this is a past partner, this is a past partner that be talking shit about y'all, but really is like over the moon for y'all. They really be over the moon for y'all. They can figure how they want to figure, but this is somebody who wants your attention back on them. You may have humbled this person, maybe by cutting them off, ending the connection, no longer talking to this person, or just moving on so gracefully. Maybe you just moved on really gracefully and they notice the attention that you're getting from other people. You know what I mean? Because I get them wanting to pull up on you. Pull up on me. Where'd that come from? I think it was a young boy. Some young boy. Pull up on me. So they probably want to pull up on you, drive towards y'all, come towards y'all, call y'all. They want somebody. Some of y'all. If this is like newer people, these gonna be newer people who are gonna break the ice between y'all by holding conversation, doing stuff to get your attention, investing in you, maybe gifting you stuff, maybe being generous, which could be like, say you go to the store and a guy gives you a free drink, that's the flirt move. Because the Gemini is like playfully, you know what I mean? And they socialize with you. If they're talking to you, that's all you need to know. If they're talking to you during this time and they're holding extended conversation. So if it doesn't just stop, that's how you know. You know what I mean? Even if it's a past person. This could be a past person who feels robbed or like a loss because you guys are no longer together. So they could be trying to dig up why you don't really care if we're talking, why you're not really trying to move the communication of a connection forward. Somebody else must be giving to you. Who's giving to you? Yeah, okay. And so that's why. That's why it creates almost like a competitiveness. Even if it's a newer person, there's going to be a newer person who still feels like intimidated by y'all, but they're like smitten by y'all, like over the moon by y'all. So again, the conversations that you're going to have with them or be them, and this is somebody who don't like a lot of people with the Virgo energy or the Hermit energy. They do not like a lot of people. They don't socialize with a lot of people. This could be somebody who's got like social anxiety or just doesn't like people in their space, but they like you. So you may have been like the only person that really could deal with their complications or deal with their issues or put up with their madness. So they're like, so they may be going, some of y'all, they may go above and beyond, but not, maybe. This could be somebody who you guys like felt like you exhausted all opportunities, exhausted everything you had trying to keep the connection together. And so you guys like, fuck it, I got to move on. Well, they're about to come back in there and invest at this time. Somebody's going to reappear with the Hermit in reverse. They're gonna reappear and try to bring some type of peaceful resolution between y'all. Talk it out. Talk it out. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to argue anymore. Yeah. All right. So you guys are, if you want to, you guys are able to transmute a past relationship into something more, maybe a little bit more serious. It has potential to transition because of the Six of Swords and because of the Ten of Swords. It just all depends on like decision making, what you do differently than what you did the last time. All right. So anyway, it could be a Leo, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer. I said Leo. Yep. Okay. So that was for Sag. Y'all like that, huh? Friends turn to lovers. Y'all like that? That's exciting, huh? Yeah, I do. I do like my friends a little bit. Yeah, they grow on you after a while. You be like, damn, you is actually kind of cool. I mean, I could see me maybe giving you a little something. Damn. And you do got some extra perks. That's the way relationships were supposed to happen. Community based. We're supposed to get to know each other. And then you'd be like, you know what? It ain't just about your body. It ain't just about your mind. It ain't just about your money, your resources. I like you as a person. So anyway, we'll see though. What's happening here with Scorpio? Next in your love life, love on the brain. All right. So dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgia. This could just mean that you guys are like yearning for that. All right, cock blocking. So some of y'all could be blocking yourselves off from relationships. Maybe it could sometimes be like because of like idealistic views when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? But for others, I was kind of feeling like there's somebody who's got their view on y'all too. This could be somebody who's idolized or romanticized or obsessed about y'all, fantasized, dreamed about y'all. All right. They may be popular, or this may be somebody who gets a lot of attention. Maybe you may fade this person is like faking, maybe faking, like maybe their ego's in the way. If there's like a connection right now that you're dealing with, then it's somebody that you guys feel like their ego is in the way and holding the relationship back. You know what I mean? So they could be blocking the connection. But for others of y'all, You guys could be blocking the connection, like just being in your own little fairy tale world and just like maybe being nostalgic from a previous connection or holding on to another relationship, or maybe you're holding on to your ego. You know what I mean? It could just be that. So anyway, ego, if you guys are holding on to your ego or how you're being viewed by other people, that's a hindrance in your relationship at this time. Because people may pretend to like be happy for you, but like they really don't want you to be happy. So they may be like blocking your opportunities by like saying things that they feel like would make you feel guilt, shame, embarrassment for engaging in. All right. So you guys could be getting over these things. Some of y'all. Some of y'all may be getting a higher perspective of why people are doing what they're doing or why they're saying what they're saying, because people may be fake friends with y'all at this time or fake pretending to be happy for you because of maybe how your life is going, maybe because of the opportunities you're having. Like, you may be like able to date people that they wish they could date. So they may be sometimes like making it seem like, this may not be for you. Or you shouldn't be like worried about this or that. We got Venus, you guys got love coming, courtship. All right. And then we got opposition again. That keeps coming out. All right. So the only issue when it comes to with love has to do with your decision making. Are you guys going to be bold? Some of y'all could be on trips, vacations, traveling, could be dealing with foreigners, could be dealing with people who have a different lifestyle than y'all. Y'all relationship, your love life may like entail you guys having to have like I was gonna say flip a switch when it comes to like what you want in love. Because some of y'all with Sagittarius energy, you guys may want maybe long distance, maybe you guys may want foreign, maybe you want people who or maybe more bold, more outgoing, more adventurous. Maybe you want that type of like relationship where like we can travel, we can like grow together, we can explore. They can teach me, I can teach them. Maybe you guys want these type of experiences, or you're about to experience that. One of these two. But if you're about to experience it, it's because you're doing something different. You're choosing differently during your social interaction. So like when people are asking you, do you want to go out to eat? Instead of you saying, no, I'm about to go back to my room, I'm about to go home, I'm about to go, you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Or when people are like presenting opportunities to like spend time together, you're like, okay, you know what I mean? When they're trying to court you, you're open to it. You're not like, why do they want me? You're not thinking that. Like, so what's happening for y'all is y'all self-worth is increasing. You guys are actually expanding. Your horizons are about to get better. So if you're not dating anybody at this time, you're about to have better opportunities. The only difference is you have to do stuff differently. Not like in a way, it's not going to be hard. It's just on your decision making. So instead of saying no, you say yes. Or instead of saying always saying yes, you say no. Or instead of staying home, you go out. You know what I mean? You travel, you speak, you communicate. You don't let your ego, your pride, and how other people view you get in the way of you getting what you desire. And that's really what's going to do it. All right. Because a lot of people may make you, like I said, try to guilt you, shame you for the way that you may be able to live. It could be your lifestyle. Sagittarius are people who have like these extravagant lifestyles. Sometimes people think of them as like unrealistic. Like, how do you keep this going? And they just do. You can't even, I couldn't even tell you how they do it. It just works. They just get lucky like that. It just works. Even if you don't have Sagittarius in your chart. Well, usually you have Sagittarius in your chart, but like even if you're not a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius anywhere, it brings that luck in. So you just get lucky. And you got Jupiter in your chart somewhere. So that's automatic. You're gonna have luck somewhere. Because even if there's no Sag in that chart, Jupiter is the planet of Sag. So figure it out. All right. So anyway, you guys may become a lot more bold, free spirited. This may be bringing you the opportunities or the romance that you really want. Like maybe you weren't that charming, maybe you weren't that optimistic, maybe you weren't trusting like your next actions, your next steps. That's where the choice and the decision is going to change. I got the fool, I got the four wands on the deck. We shall see. Nine of wands in reverse. Four of wands. Yeah, really, it could just be y'all holding yourselves back. All right, eight of swords. So you guys becoming open-minded. All right, so this is what's about to happen. Somebody's going to try to go out of their way for y'all soon. Go out of their way to get the conversation going. So in general, in your love life, this could be people who maybe sabotaged the relationship before or just didn't put that much effort in y'all connection before. And we got nine of wands again in reverse. They're afraid to miss out. So that's what's happening. Some of y'all aesthetic, y'all, the way you dress, the way you present yourself shows that you care more. Maybe you guys are working out because we do got the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you guys are working out or focused more on like taking care of yourself or focused on more of like your day to day, maybe getting a routine, showing up for yourself. Maybe you guys are learning how to do that. And that's what's bringing these opportunities. Because that can also be part of like your opposition. Like maybe you put people first when it came to relationships, when it came to friendships, when it came to just romantic dynamics. Maybe like I said, some of y'all may have always like overextended yourself trying to show up for other people or trying to like push other people to be what you need them to be. That could be the issue. You know what I mean? But anyway, either past people or just people who've like been around you consistently are building up the confidence to try to move your connection forward. All right. So they're going to try to open up the lines of communication. inconsistently or whatever they run into you, the nine of wands, these are people who are afraid of missing out, but they're on the fence about like how to get your attention. I got the six of wands, two of wands, I mean six of wands, two of swords, nine of wands in reverse. They're unsure how to get your attention, how to get you to notice them, what they should really say to you. So they may just kind of talk in circles. Like it may not really be about anything. It may not go in depth about shit. We just talking. You'd be like, damn, when are you gonna say something? You know what I mean? So maybe you guys get bold, or maybe they get bold, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like these could be people, like I said, some of y'all foreign experiences or traveling experiences, or people who come from abroad or come from a distance, or like there may be like it may be a difficulty, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. There could be a difficulty like keeping up the consistency in the relationship, but like y'all have the love that you want, but maybe your experiences don't fit like everybody else's, because that opposition may be the issue. You know what I mean? And like worried about like what my relationship doesn't look like their relationship, or like my neighbor's relationship, or like their relationship. So do I really want this? You know what I mean? So that may be y'all issue. That may ruin y'all connections, because that Eight of Pentacles is just you self-sabotaging. You know what I mean? Trying to fit into a box that you don't belong in, especially with the Eight of Swords. Trying to fit into a box you don't belong in. You guys are like the sign of taboo. So a lot of times y'all do things that other people are afraid to do. So you should continue to do that. You know what I mean? I would like to do that, but what if people judge me? Scorpio don't care. Scorpio don't do it. That's what Scorpio represents. So, because you transform, you become who you become over experiences. So you wouldn't have gotten to where you are. Like imagine like the top Scorpio people, or people with Scorpio Mars or Scorpio placements. They didn't get to where they got to if they didn't necessarily follow their instincts and their impulse to do what they want. It's a more of a Mars energy. Mars is what I want to when I feel like it. You know, so if you're like afraid of doing what you want when you feel like it, you're not gonna have what you want out of love. I can tell you that from the rip, because that's what it's about. That's where your opportunity to get the experiences that you want to have in romance by doing what you want to do. You know, what do you feel drawn to do? You know what I mean? And people will be a lot more hospitable with y'all. So that may be a change for y'all too. Maybe you guys aren't used to people being maybe tender, nice, courting you. You know what I mean? Maybe they're bolder with their approach, or it's just you, one of the two. One or two. All right, so it could be a Sag, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Sag, Gemini. All right, could be. We shall see. Okay. That was a good one for Scorpio. I'm liking this vibe. He's going somewhere. I'm enjoying it. All right, we're here for Libra. We is here for Libra. Oh, yeah, I already did Aqua. You missed it, Queen Bashe. Hey there, Ellie Reeds. Okay, so let me see. Libra, what's next in your love life? Oh, you knew all your placements. You got the Scorpio on Mars too? No, go ahead, cozy dreams. Me too. All right, happiness haters. And some of y'all may be having a secretive connection, maybe a third person party. If not, people are hating on y'all connection. Yeah, people will probably hate. If you have a connection, people are mad as hell at that. They like, why the fuck you got a girl? Why the fuck you got a man? Yep, people are in their head right now. So if you got a man or a girl or somebody you care about, people are trying to get evidence. They trying to figure it out. This is like Capricorn. Y'all dating a Capricorn? It's like the same thing. This is almost like the same, but it's a different vibe. So you got people in their head at this time overanalyzing. It says screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts in their head, stressing. But from the rip, it says happiness haters, spiritual haters, hate on your spirituality, light magic power. In their head, overthinking, stressing, analyzing, screenshotting, getting proof, facts. This is really just a pattern of people trying to figure out who the fuck are you dating? Who's keeping you happy? People don't like it. All right. So if you're in a connection at this point, people are stressed out. Stressed out. All right. So, and they're hating on it. They hating bad. All right. So they try to get proof. They may be screenshotting shit. You know what I mean? Keeping up with your pictures, keeping up with your posts. Ah, you're doing all that shit. That's all that shit. Yeah, all right. You got third. Well, no, it's got 11th house. So let's just say that you guys don't have any relationships. Some of y'all could be entertained in like third party connections. Some of y'all may not be. Others of y'all, people just may be dating. I mean, jealous of like how easily it'll be for y'all to connect with people, because we do got 11th house and we got Libra and we got the sun here, so that's good. Sun and the 11th house means that it's gonna be and the 10th house. It's gonna be easy. This may be a good time for y'all to be out in public. To be a great time for y'all to be outside. If you're trying to date, this would be a great time to go outside. I mean, Not right here where we are, but maybe you go like somewhere where it's public and shit and in a building, but it's kind of cold where I'm at. So like this ain't time we want to go outside, but this would be a time where like it'd be good for you to be seen. So maybe post pictures of yourself on social media because people want to get to know y'all. All right. They probably could be shaving y'all pictures. They find y'all to be aesthetically pleasing, very attractive. Y'all confidence may be boosting during this time. People may be reaching out to y'all, trying to like just bond, connect with you. Some of y'all may be dating people who are very popular or have a lot of status shortly. So if you don't have any partners, you're liked by higher up, like people who would normally be deemed as like out of your league because 11th house are people who are over top of you in some way. So this could be in appearance, this could be in status, this could be in like stature in life in general. Like, maybe they have more money, maybe they have more clout, maybe they have a better career, maybe they may be more accomplished. It doesn't really matter. Or this could just be like somebody who represents a long-term achievement. So some of y'all could be dating people who would represent the types of partners you guys would like to draw into your life. All right. They're attractive, they're go-getters, they're leaders, authoritarians, or well, no, it's not really authority. Well, they could be. They could be bosses, managers, leaders, or like maybe even influencers. Some of y'all are just like celebrities because the 10th house can be celebrities or popular people like that. They're usually upper echelon. So you may be dealing with these type of people. All right. These be people who see y'all as that equal though. So like, even like even if they don't, even if they recognize that you guys are not on the same level, they'll pull you up to like meet them. Like, yeah, you Libra, I fuck with you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You know what I mean? So like you guys are being treated well by higher ups or by like, higher quality partners. If it hasn't happened yet, that's what's coming next. And people will be jealous of it because you're going to have a partner who probably has the recognition, the status, the public image, all the glitz to glam, you know what I mean? And they're treating you good. Cause like normally those are assholes, you know what I mean? Normally with people who have that status, they're liked by a lot of people, they have clout power, and they treat you nice. You know what I mean? They treat you good. They don't just, you know what I mean? Like, I got this going on. Here we got the tower here. Oh my gosh, what's next in your love life? People trying to sabotage y'all relationship, trying to break y'all shit up. We got the tower and the 10 of pentacles in reverse. People gonna be trying to break y'all shit up. So what's next in your love life is you getting a partner that like treats you well, wants to have a family, wants to move in, wants to take care of shit, and people trying to break it up, feeling threatened. Yeah, people miss y'all. People miss y'all. They may try to undermine y'all relationship. They don't want y'all to be happy. That's really the theme for y'all at this point. That's sad. That's really sad. There now, I mean, some of y'all it's just that they miss y'all. So maybe people who miss like they just don't want you to be happy. So like if these are exes like, no, don't go with her, with him. Don't be in love. They don't want that. They want you to like need them. So these are people who probably either miss you or like want you, like need you more so. Well, it's not a need, it's a miss. Yeah, it's a need. It is. It could be a need because it's a Queen of Cups. It could be a need. It's an emotional need. So people maybe want your emotional reassurance. That might be what it is. People may miss your emotional reassurance. Maybe you're not as like, maybe you're not showing your presence as much. Maybe you're not reaching out as much. Your presence makes a difference. The time that you spent with people made a difference. So, they may be realizing that now. You're not around. You're not socializing. You're not reaching out. They're going to reach out now. Hey, what you doing? What's going on, Libra? I was just thinking about you. Because that's what it says. Overthinking, stressing, analyzing. Right here. Said that from the rip. So that's really what was going on this whole time. Some of y'all, it's because you guys looking maybe more appealing. Maybe you guys are like maybe getting status, getting recognized more, or this could just be like a period of time where you're just like looking maybe more attractive, or but most of y'all is because you guys, some of y'all, it could be because of Tower and the 10 of Pentacles, which could just mean that you guys unexpectedly stopped being around. Maybe you guys unexpectedly moved out. Maybe there was an unexpected ending in the relationship, or you guys have broken a certain pattern of behavior with this person. You know what I mean? And it could be that you guys like stood in your power. Like I said, I'm doing this and I'm standing on it. And what you gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's maybe one of those moments because these are people who are missing y'all. And with the 8 of Cups, something's missing when you're not around. All right. So these may be people who use you as a void. Oh, I said this. I said this for Libra yesterday, matter of fact. These are people who use y'all as a void. So like you were their happiness, you were maybe you were clout to them, maybe you were a sense of like success or a sense of completion for them, which could just be like a family, a relationship. Maybe y'all were move-in partners, live-in partners, or something like that. It's that. They're gonna try to make amends with y'all. What's up there, Heem? They're gonna try to make amends with y'all soon. All right. And then if you don't have anybody at all, then you're gonna have a breakthrough in your relationship dynamics. It's gonna be a shift, a bigger shift in your relationship dynamics. You may be having partners who are like I said, upper echelon, higher valued, you know what I mean, but also clingy, needing you. So like you may be confused because you're like, damn, you got all this going for you. Why do you need me? it's a feeling of like they need you. You know what I mean? So you feel a void, or like this could be people who are usually very successful in career, very successful in the public eye, but like there's something that's missing. It's like to everybody else, think of it like a nine of pentacles. Everything else, because we do got the 10 of pentacles in reverse. So that may be what it is. Like everything else in my life is going well except for love. But when you come into my life, that was it. That made it all everything I needed to be. You know what I mean? So that's what it'd be for them when it's the 8 of cups. It's like everything, like something's missing when you're not around. So that's what it is. A lot of people are gonna recognize like how much of an impact you have on them, or they're gonna realize like how much your presence means to them. All right. So you said, damn, making you look vulnerable, huh? I know, right? Anyway, they're gonna try to make you feel bad too with this Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands. They're gonna try to take advantage of the feelings that y'all may share with each other, or try to like make you feel bad for them, or they're gonna try to, if it's not make you feel bad for them, it could just be like they try to like emotionally reassure you about something, or try to be a little bit more like concerned out of nowhere. That's what you're gonna notice. All right. Or they try to be a little bit more social, friendly out of nowhere. All right. My bad, yo. I just had to finish. When you said that, I realized too. I was like, that's what that Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands is. It's the same thing. All right. So people may be dating y'all for the look. All right, for the look, for their reputation, for the clout, almost like Capricorn, I think it was. Or was that for who is for somebody? Or maybe it's for Aquarius. I said that. I don't know. Anyway, it could be an Aquarius, could be a Libra, could be a Leo, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, was that all signs? Mhm. I think it was. I think it was. No, it wasn't all signs. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. I didn't say Taurus. Did I? Mm-mm. Hey, man. I just had to do my job there, Heem. I had to do my job. All right, so let's. Oh, and Sagittarius. Oh, dang. Damn, I didn't even know it was for you, Heem. I didn't know that you was in there with a Sag. My bad. All right, so let me see. Virgo. What's next in love? Jackpot. Ooh. So you guys about to get lucky in love. We about to see. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who's got some money. This could be a hustler or somebody who just like knows how to make money. Maybe they gamble. So maybe like sports bet or some shit like that. Or they just be getting like large incremental payments. Or some of y'all, this is somebody who's rich. Or you guys are about to inherit some type of money or something like that. But you got somebody who's going to be imitating or mirroring you soon. So it just means that they're going to try to like be what you would like them to be. Yeah, it says, look, wolf in sheep's clothing. They're going to try to be what you would like them to be. I already knew it. I already knew it. You know what I mean? Fake accounts. So it's probably somebody who's already stalked y'all, watched y'all, observed y'all for a minute. Fake accounts. So you may have a lot of those going on. You know what I was also thinking? Because of the opportunities that you guys are getting, or because of like the chances that are coming your way, people are about to start imitating y'all. They're about to like maybe start using your personality traits. They're gonna start maybe using your slang. They're gonna try to mirror who you are. Because it says wolf in sheep clothing wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, copies you. And it's because of some type of benefit that you guys have gotten. So like the romantic opportunities that are coming your way, people are watching. They're like, oh shit. You getting that? Now, it doesn't always mean that they do what you do. So, like, let's say that you do content, you do hair creation. People may not start doing hair, but they may start posting content, putting themselves out there more like, oh shit, I see what's happening with you. Oh, I see you're getting a date. I see you're getting noticed. Like maybe you're posting more pictures. They're like, oh, well, let me post pictures because Virgo getting some looks now. Hold on. I know I need to put me out there too. Well, put yourself out there then, bitch. 'Cause that's how I be feeling. Like when people are like, oh, I need to do that too. Well, put your motherfucking self out there then. Put it out there then. Who cares? Right. But anyway, let's see what happens. All right. So people are gonna try to be what you would like them to be if it's like them coming towards you. But others of y'all, you'll notice that people are copying you, trying to be you. You're like, damn, get off my dick. All right. Even if you're a woman, you'll probably say that. Get off my dick. All right, so fake accounts, people spying on you on Twitter, Instagram. So people probably see y'all all over social media. If you don't got no social media, then this could just be like people are just trying to keep tabs of you or try to be what you would like them to be. So this could be like fake calls. So let's say you don't have social media. These be like people calling you from fake numbers. You know what I mean? Block calls and shit like that. They're calling and shit. You're like, damn, why is y'all calling me? You know what I mean? What's up with y'all? Some of you it's because you guys are like really stable at this time with the Taurus energy. It could be that you guys are really stable at your like by yourself, but if you have a relationship, it may be that you have a like a beneficial relationship that's coming your way. All right, like this may be somebody who's territorial, stable, like confident and I'm gonna say loyal. We got Taurus, Aries, Scorpio. But if not, you guys are like really going towards what you really want, which could be your own happiness, your own fulfillment. Because we got Jupiter and we got ninth house here. Meaningful connections if you don't have any relationships. But even if you have relationships right now, this could be you guys are sharing now a new world perspective or a new philosophy about your relationship. Where, like I said, maybe you guys are grounded in it. Now you guys have gotten maybe more possessive, more territorial over each other. There's like a sense of optimism of where the connection is going. Some of y'all may be dating foreign people because the ninth house usually are foreign affairs or long distance relationships. So some of y'all may be dating long distance or dating people to you who you would consider to be a big deal. So they could be important in your environment. They could be important to you as like an experience in general. They could represent a picture or an image that you may have had in your mind or like a philosophy of like the lifestyle you would like to live. This person may live that. You know what I mean? Or at least they may pretend to live that. That may be the case. Because I did say that Wolves and Sheep's Clothing wants to be like you, impersonator. Like, so this maybe somebody who pretends to have it going better than what they really do. But I don't know. With the Sagittarius energy, in the Aries energy, they can be aggressive to make it happen. So like this may be like somebody who overpromises, but they can deliver. I just got to do a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like they may overspend, they may overindulge, they may over like sell a situation, but like I can do it. I can do it. But like, just give me a second, let me build up to it and I will do it. So you may be dealing with partners like that, where like they'll say anything just to have an opportunity with you, just to have the experience with you. You'd be like, I go to church every Sunday. Yeah, me too. Praise him, praise him. I go to Juma all the time. For real. I just was just telling my sister how like I want to be an imam. Like it was my greatest wish. You'd be like, get the fuck out of here. When did you want to be an imam? When did you want to be a pastor? When did you want to be a preacher? What? Yeah, I used to be like baby deacon. You know what I mean? They lie. They'll lie. Well, let me not say lie. They will fabricate, story tell. It's a Sagittarius energy. It's Sagitt. I'm trying to take it further because I want this to happen. I like you. I like you. All right. So you'll have people just kind of being what you would like them to be because they like you. So that's not bad. They may already look at you as like a possession though. So that may be partially it. They may be very stubborn and like in their mind, you are mine. This is it. So so that really be it. All right. So there could be travel that's involved. If you guys aren't traveling, you're about to have a lot of like memorable experiences in relationships. Yeah, we got Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. So some of y'all may be like dealing with partners who are in the lovers. Damn, good connections, good connections, good connections. So Knight of Wands are people partners who make you feel really attractive. So these may be foreigners, or these may be people who travel towards y'all, or you guys may travel, or these may be people who will be a lot bolder with their approach with you soon to try to build up the trust, the intimacy. Y'all may talk to each other like regularly. Some of y'all, they may spend money on you. That may be it, because Eight of Pentacles is different than the normal Eight of Pentacles. She came with that bag. And it looked like it's a she because the hands is too soft. But it could be a man, who knows? Sometimes men have soft hands. I don't know the ones that you like have soft hands, but maybe. You know what I mean? Those won't be the ones that work too hard. You might like that. This one looks like they work hard. This may be a hard worker or like somebody who will work hard to please you, work hard to impress you, and so they may go up above and beyond. Some of y'all, like I said, is foreign. This may be like natural for them. Or they just like they live maybe this big abundant lifestyle. This could be somebody who, like I said, gambles or just gets a lot of money randomly. They just get like maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they get lawsuits, settlements. Maybe they get, maybe like I said, they get hotel, I mean not hotel winnings. Maybe they be in the lottery and shit, like hotels in the casino and they just get money or something. I don't know. They get money. Maybe they go on cruises, trips, vacations, or these would be people that you're going to meet during these experiences. And with the Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the lovers, these may just be like sexual affairs, but like instant attraction where we connect. So like, let's say that you go on like a girls trip, guys trip, and you guys are there for a week. You know what I mean? Like you ever been to Black Ski Week? That's a week. So you like during that week, you may have been single, but you got a mountain boo. You know what I'm saying? Or you went on like a cruise for a week or for 5 days. This my cruise bay. Or you be at the gym, or you be at the job. This could be your work bag for some of y'all. Two of Pentacles, but with the Eight of Pentacles, y'all may see each other regularly, talk to each other regularly, or they're building up the trust and the intimacy between y'all. People will be doing that, and all they're going to be doing is just trying to pretend to be what you would like them to be. That's it. That's the strategy. By being consistent and by like showing up regularly, they may gas you up, hype you up. It's the Knight of Wands. They're going to tell you all the time, all the fly shit. And like I said, they may promise above and beyond what they could really do, but like they will do it. they'll work to do it for you. Like that's how they view you. With the lovers, like, oh my gosh, like this card, this gives me like a real lovers. You see that one? Oh, you can't even see it. It's like a little blur. But like they so happy to be together. So it may be somebody who you guys would be so happy to be together. Like y'all just feel like two peas in a pod instantly, especially if they're even if they're newer people. That Knight of Wands is like it's just bold. It feels good. It's a rush. I'm excited. It's like a trine energy where it just falls right into place. So like this could happen from first conversation. We just build stability, intimacy. And even if, like I said, even if you have no connections, you're gonna be building that with people really easy, really easy. You know what I mean? They may like your philosophy, they may like your boldness, your assertiveness. They may like how sexually attractive you are because of the Mars energy. They can like your body. They can like your value system because of the Taurus energy. You know what I mean? They can like your lifestyle. You may like their lifestyle. With Taurus energy, it usually means we share the same value systems. Essentially, what's important to me is important to you. So, and with the lovers here, we have that trust and intimacy instantly. So, like, you guys may have great sexual chemistry if you have sex, but it just may be like you just naturally feel protective and like genuine towards each other. And there's like a desire to be reciprocal. So, but they're going to try to pretend to be what you want to be because like maybe it may not last long because the ninth house means that there's just a memorable experience, so it may not necessarily last long, but like it was well worth it. He was like, damn, this was well worth it. I'm so glad even if y'all don't even have sex. It's just like I'm just glad that we're connected because it feels seen. You're feeling seen by people. All right, that's it. You just feel seen, you feel like noticed, you know what I mean, for who you are and not for who other people would want you to be. All right. So anyway, it's gonna feel good to have a mirror, that's for sure. So it could be Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag, Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Virgo, Sag, Gemini. All right. They could be possibly younger than y'all, some of y'all, and others of y'all, they're about your age. They don't seem to be older. They're about what now, listen, if they're younger or older, they may be impersonating. That may be it. So you need to know that. So always check the ID if they're young, because you don't want him to pull up in his car and he'd be like, whoa, don't be that. Or she, don't be that. You know what I mean? So just because the Page of Swords is here too. So that's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it's somebody who keeps tabs or like they just like the whole little conversations. They're nosy and they're like curious about you. And in general, people are gonna be curious about you. So that's gonna be good for y'all. Love life. All right. So I gave y'all signs. I did. That was good. That's what it seemed like, a moment of bliss. But your love life may revolve around multiple moments because that Two of Pentacles was there. That Two of Pentacles is bouncing around from like relationship to relationship. So y'all may just be dating around, you know what I mean? Having these far out, grandiose experiences, feeling really good. This may be a new outlook for y'all. This may be a new way of living for y'all. Y'all may be like, because ninth house means that this is a new world, like Aladdin. This is a whole new world for me. I never imagined my life being this way. You know what I mean? Like when you let's say that you're married and then you get divorced and like you never imagine your life, like you may have forgotten what it was like, you know what I mean? Or even when you get married, that's it's a different life from being single. Or when you become, let's say, wealthy, rich, you know what I mean? You're like, whoa, this is a whole different world. I never lived my life this way. So my lifestyle changes. The experiences I have change. I don't fit into like a traditional box anymore. You know what I mean? I've expanded, I've grown. Life gets better for me. So you're going in that direction with your love life. All right. Yeah. Your approaches are changing. Woo. Excited for y'all. Okay, so what we on now? Leo. Okay, Leo. Let's see. Leo. We are on Leo right now. So Leo, what's next in your love life? What's next in your love life? Hey, Leo, babe. The little Leos. Let me see. What's next in your love life? Come on now. Don't y'all mess up the vibes. Let me see. Here we go. Well, we got love on the brain. Played out. Okay, we'll see. Oh, okay. And then we got ego. All right, so fantasizing. So people could be hating on y'all right now. So it maybe you guys are dealing with like a runner chaser dynamic, some of you, or you guys are dealing with like a very egoic partner, or you guys are like really kind of like living in more of like a fantasy fairy tale when it comes to relationships, or like desiring a certain kind of like romantic dynamic. So some of y'all may be running from it. And it could be because of other people too. Like other people may be trying to get in y'all mind at this time about romance or about relationships or about connections. You know what I mean? And kind of like trying to engage your ego, either trying to make you like make an impulsive act and maybe run from one, or trying to make you guys like rush into some type of relationship. Like maybe you're already dating and they be like, you should get married. Like, why are you worried about what I got going on? That's kind of get the vibe of, like, people being worried about like what your next move should be in terms of relationships. But I do get most of y'all longing or like yearning to have a partner. If you already have a partner, then you guys are like just some of y'all smitten in it, you know what I mean? There could be little ego battles. That's normal for y'all. That's nothing new. But maybe it's getting played out in a way to y'all. Like, you guys may get tired of like having egoic or power struggles, or somebody who's having like trouble with that. Somebody who misses y'all. They must say they miss your spirituality, your light, your magic, your power. Could be somebody who's missing that. They're nostalgic because it's somebody who's daydreaming, fantasizing, romanticizing previous times with y'all, or just missing y'all. I get that, but their ego's in the way. It says ego, hurt ego, getting in the way of relationships. So somebody's ego is getting in the way of relationship. Some of y'all could be somebody who played y'all, you know what I mean? Got what they wanted, then left. Or it's just somebody who maybe played games. You may have been like tired of this person, tired of the ego battles, tired of the stress, all that good shit. We shall see. Hold on. Okay. So what's next in the relationship? But it do look like for some of y'all, people are hating on it, hating on your romantic relationship. Like, if you have one and people can see it, then they may feel like you're super smitten and they don't like that. They don't like that. You know what I mean? All right. Some of y'all may be trying to rush a relationship, is what I wanted to say though. Some of you may be like feeling like it's maybe like needs to be in a certain stage or some sort. So that could be an issue. That would be an issue because we got Neptune here and we got Cancer, but we got conjunction here. So you guys are getting close to a connect. So maybe you have a confusing dynamic with somebody, especially with the Neptune energy. This could be somebody who romanticizes you guys, or you guys may romanticize them. But it's somebody who feels like home. You guys just feel comfortable. So people don't like it, is what I'm saying. People don't like how cozy or comfortable you guys. If you have a partner, people don't like how comfy or cozy you're getting with them. If you don't have a partner, you guys may have a confusing romantic dynamic. Don't let other people impression or other people like get your ego involved in it, because other people will play on your ego to try to end that connection because they don't want you to be happy. Because this may be somebody who you has you smitten, has you over the moon, has you feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. Like, like a schoolgirl, schoolboy, has you feeling like, I'm happy I'm in this connection. And it's only going to get better if you guys allow yourself to trust the feelings or to feel the feelings. But other people will be on the outside trying to make you feel bad. All right. So they may try to confuse it. They may try to muddy the waters by like throwing salt in the game in different ways. Or, like I said, like just doing stuff that would make you feel like you need to prove yourself in a different way than what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, at this time, all you guys need to really focus on is how you feel in the moment, staying present. Because we got Neptune and we got Cancer. And the struggles that Neptune comes with is like boundaries, what's real, what's not real, what's mine, what's projection. Those are the issues that you deal with in Neptune. And like sometimes you could feel like you're not getting what you need. And the reason you would feel like you're not getting what you need is because maybe other people told you he should be doing this, she should be doing that. This is how you should be acting with her. Okay, y'all, I'm back, man. That's my daughter. My daughter called me randomly. Okay. It's my daughter. My daughter had called. Damn, where was I going? Yeah, so anyway, I was just saying that people basically be trying to like, all you gotta do is kind of work trusting your feelings and emotions. All right, so you guys could be dealing with a connection that may feel off limits, maybe taboo, because I just seen the Nine of Wands in reverse and I seen the Devil. So you guys could be engaging in a relationship that like you really want, but maybe feel like you can't have for some of you. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with a Cancer, with a Sag, Pisces, Cancer, or there could just be a feeling of like being not being able to possess this person, not being able to have the outcome that you would want. Some of y'all relationship is about to hit a tipping point, or your relationships are about to hit a tipping point. So if you really desire these things, then you need to trust how you feel and go after them. with the nine of wands because you could miss out on opportunities. We got ace of wands. I mean ace of swords. So this could be some of y'all. This could be a possibility of a renewal of past people coming back, or this could be even possibly you guys are getting engaged, maybe moving in with the five of pentacles, ace of swords. Some of y'all may be moving in together, or there could be a proposal to move in together, or something along the lines of that. There's a desire to get closer, to bond. You know what I mean? Others of y'all, this could even be like you guys are maybe dating a neighbor or having a confusing dynamic with somebody who you feel comfortable close to. Sometimes it could be colleagues, co-workers, people that you've been around. They with the Ace of Swords, they could realize now that they're liking you. So maybe they didn't like, you know how I was just talking about this earlier with who was we talking about that with? I forgot what sign it was, but I was saying like how you know how you warm up to people, like after you see them maybe more consistently, you start to warm up. You know what I mean? Like these could be friends of friends. This so some of y'all may be dating friends of friends or running or like your romantic options are like revolving around people who you feel comfortable close to. So that could be also doing it. You know what I mean? They could be viewing you in a different light now, romanticizing you, liking you totally different. Like I see you, like they're seeing you in a different light. Some of y'all they're looking at you guys as like a home, like a safe space. Like I just feel naturally safe, comfortable around you. I just want to be around you. You feel secure. You feel like stability. You feel like a foundation to me. You know, so it could just be like we see you regularly, and that could be it. But then others of y'all, it could be that you guys haven't been around because of the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So we shall see. Okay, we got Seven of Wands. All right, so these could be people, some of y'all, these maybe people you felt like wasted your time at one point, but we got Page of Cups, so they're going to apologize, or they're going to try to be friendly, cordial, try to make it up to you, and like the softer ways, you know what I mean? In the softer ways, they may give you the leverage and the connection. Some of y'all, it's just that they know that they don't have the advantage anymore, so they're being more pleasant, more friendly, more loving, more playful. Like you could be confused on the love that you're getting when it comes to relationships. Some of y'all may have that. Like people may miss y'all, you know what I mean? They may miss your company, they may miss you being around. You know what I mean? It could be any of that. It's just like you haven't been around. I haven't talked to you. We haven't played like we used to play. So you could just be getting a text message, call from somebody. And you may be confused about like why they're texting you or calling you. Like, what's up? You know how y'all get. What's up? What's up? Then maybe they play because the Page of Cups, they start playing. Hey, they be joking and playing all of a sudden. So it's maybe somebody who jokes and plays and tries to get you guys back to where y'all were at. It's somebody who you guys had a empowering relationship. Maybe y'all used to work together because dude, the conjunction can be like connection. We used to work together, or the connection that you had with them used to work. The bond that y'all had used to work, and this is somebody who misses that. If it's a past person, if these are newer people, these are just newer people who are going to try to get closer to y'all without making it seem like they're doing too much. So that's where the confusion comes from, because they don't want to seem like they're too interested, too fast, or too invested, but they are. But they like it could be confusing because they kind of make it look like they're not. You know what I mean? Sometimes with the Five of Pentacles, it could be that they limit their exposure to you, or they limit um it could be that they limit their exposure to you or they undermine you meeting new people. That could be it too. So this could be somebody who's trying to undermine you from meeting new people because they felt like the bond that you and I share is like more of like a spiritual thing. Nobody else can come in between it. You know what I mean? So, and especially with the Page of Cups, this could be somebody who romanticizes and idolizes relationships and like for what they could be and not necessarily for what they are. They're a little bit worse than what the Knight of Cups is. Cause like this could be somebody who like crushes on you, really has these like admiration for you, finds you to be the cutest thing ever, adores you, but sometimes with the Seven of Wands, they just don't put up a whole lot of fight for the connection. You're like, you're not really fighting for it like I would like you to, because this is somebody who maybe either has been taken advantage of, or this is somebody who just doesn't want to, maybe they have fears of abandonment, or they just don't, they like the company that you like they have with you. It's like, because like I said, it feels like at home. I feel comfortable with you and I don't know why. So you may have people like starting to, either if they're newer people too, they're gonna start trying to like be playful, flirtatious, friendlier, like small gestures just to kind of feel you out. So it doesn't really seem like I'm doing the most, but you are doing the most, but not really. You know what I mean? Like they may do it like in hindsight, you may look back and like, damn, you did. What'd you do? You did what? You did what? Yeah, they went through like leaps and bounds to get information on you or get this close to you. You'd be like, wow, I didn't know that. So maybe in conversations, y'all may have these talks where they're like, yeah, I did this and I did that. You know what I mean? It's cute stuff though. It's not like too bad. You know what I mean? Like maybe they'd be like, I don't know what would be cute, but like, it's like little cute stuff. Like when they tell you that they do stuff, you'd be like, oh, that's cute. Oh, you know what I mean? Like they'd be like, oh, I went and go get your favorite. I went like all the way across town to go get you a Snickers. I knew you liked the almond ones or something. I don't know. Well, almond always is in Snickers. So maybe you got them well, peanuts are in Snickers. So maybe you got them the almond ones or something. Maybe you got them something special. Like I went out of my way to go do it. So like, you know what I mean? But like they tell you about it in hindsight. You don't know about it like right away. Anyway, um, so they're gonna try to make some type of playful gesture towards you guys, and you may notice this with people in general. All right, like it's gonna be a flip of a switch too. So they're gonna start offering something substantial or just trying to renew the connection between y'all to get it off the ground. So 'cause I got the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So if you guys block them or they blocked you, they'll unblock you, and then either they'll initiate or they'll like do a gesture in a way to kind of get you guys to talk. So like if this is like in public, this is like if it's like somebody you don't know how they feel about you, then they like maybe gesture you to come over, or they like this could be like the Page of Cups could be like maybe I like something because the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacle, Page of Wands, they could like something or something small just to kind of like let you know that I was thinking about you and all that shit. So it could be a Pisces, Cancer, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus. Oh, it's gonna be all signs. Virgo, Leo. Did I say Sag? No, there was no Sag. Okay, so there was no Sag. It was Pisces though. And so it's a Leo, Aries, but there's no Sag. But it was almost all the signs. And there was no Taurus. Oh, yeah, it was Taurus there. Okay, cool. All right. We shall see. So Cancer. Cancer want to be married. Cancers want to be married. Everybody like, oh, we all want to be married. Okay, so Cancer, let me see. What's next in your love life? Hmm. What's next in your love life? Cancers. Of course, Leo, babe. What we got? Scarcity. All right. Scarcity. We'll see. So scarcity tactics and broke ass. Okay, sometimes it can be broken promises. All right. Or this could be also a karmic situation some of y'all could be dealing with. All right. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who's a broke ass or somebody who over promises at times. All right. And then others of y'all, because like we got scarcity, but if not, then some of y'all may be like over promising or like feeling a lack when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? Others of y'all may be leading with your wallet. I don't know who y'all are, but don't do that. I mean, now let me not tell you what to do with your money. Do what you want to do. It's your life. I don't know what your life may be like. Maybe you got to buy it. Maybe you got to pay for like a little. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you're just being generous with people and you want to like stand out, gotta do it. Get them a gift or two. That'll always get them noticing. Like, oh, Cancer or whoever this was didn't come to play. They got the pape. Pape is on deck. So it may be somebody who got a little slang or something. Anyway, this may be somebody who's going to be strategic with y'all. Normally, when I say scarcity taxes, I think of like you guys not like being afraid of not having partners, not having relationships, having more of a scarcity mindset. You know what I mean? Somebody may be like using some of y'all strategically. They may use spirituality or they may use religion to try to like get you to promise to be in a relationship or something, or use like religion to promise the connection between y'all. Like I get like somebody like overly selling the potential of it at first. You know what I mean? Like using your fear of like missing out or losing. You know what I mean? So, or you're using this tactic to get what you want out of a relationship. So some of y'all could be using a tactic of like, maybe over promising or like using like lack of distance, lack of communication, maybe lack of funds, all that to your advantage. Some of you, you know what I mean? And we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Or you're dealing with people who play games. You know what I mean? Like you may be irritating people who like are overly strategic or play games. They can't play games with you. They gotta really put their money where their mouth is. So I was noticing that too. We shall see though. What's next in your love life? Hmm. All right, Page of Swords. So you got people keeping tab. And it's Page of Swords in reverse. Wait, I knew I was missing something because I didn't use another deck. I knew something was going wrong. All right, here we go. Hold on. Something's going on. But we still got Page of Swords though. We're gonna still leave that there. Well, let me see. What we got next in okay, there we go. Lilith. We got Lilith. So next in y'all love life, temptation, intensity, untamed passion, connection that makes you feel empowered. All right, or you guys will start feeling more empowered to meet people. Yeah, we got Lilith, we got 11th house. So some of y'all may be dating friends or dating people who are like higher up, out your league. All right, these gonna be people who are self-sufficient, can take care of themselves. So maybe this is new for y'all. Maybe you guys aren't used to dating people. Oh yeah, of course that makes sense. That makes sense because Cancer is really like people who are needy, clingy, and emotional distress at times. Y'all like mothers. You know what I mean? So like if you don't have to take care of somebody, you don't have to be a nurturer. You don't have to be like. That's why I say some of y'all may be trying to use your wallet. Like if you're a man, maybe if you're a woman, some of y'all may try to use that wallet or use like a scarcity tactic, which could be like not talking, not socializing, not reaching out, no sex, no this, that, and the third, all of that shit with people who probably don't need it. Because the Virgo energy, it's like that shit don't matter to me. I'm self-sufficient. You got Virgo energy. They're self-sufficient. And 11th house usually means these are people who have more to give to you than you have to give to them. But it could be the other way around. But usually with the 11th house, it means that you're connecting with people who are higher up level. You know what I mean? But then some of y'all dealing with people who you're higher up and you're giving back to them. You know what I mean? But they really don't need it. But like that's your leverage to try to get like control over them is to be able to like take away their independence in some way. So yeah, at this point, these are people maybe like they're causing irritation because maybe some of y'all they want more than what you're willing to give at this time. All right. Or you may want more than what they're willing to give because it seems like there's a sense of independence either on your end or on their end. So you guys may be indulging in relationship dynamics that you guys normally don't indulge in. Some of y'all out of scarcity, others of y'all out of like maybe just sexual desire with the Lilith. It could just be sexual desire, a desire to connect. Maybe you just want more company, more connection. You know what I mean? Because the 11th house means that you're having large groups of people. So some of y'all may be dating around or like, I was gonna say orgies, but that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. Maybe not. Maybe who knows who's watching this? You know what I mean? Or you guys are getting over a perfectionistic view around relationships and like really starting to engage in like the humanistic like natures or like the natural natures that we have as humans, like which could be sex, which could be of wanting to connect, which could be of wanting to socialize, which could be of wanting to have friends or you know what I mean, wanting to explore your options. So some of y'all are doing that. Like I get you guys getting over a scarcity mindset when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? So you guys may be meeting a lot of people shortly. Yeah, we got 9 of Swords in reverse, getting over social anxiety, and then 7 of Wands on top. All right. So and then we had a Page of Swords. Where was that at? Damn. Just remember I said Page of Swords. That's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we need one more. Okay, we got 3 of Pentacles. All right. So boom. All right. So what's next in your love life? People could be analyzing and planning to try to be around y'all soon. People gonna be trying to impress y'all. That's what's happening. People you see regularly, especially with the 3 of Pentacles. So it's probably gonna be friends, followers, subscribers, TikTokers, or whatever you do, customers. It could be anybody. I said colleagues, coworkers. I said that, but it could be any of these people. You know what I mean? That are gonna be around you guys and you guys gonna be connecting with them. So that's why that might be why they're like taboo because like oh they've been around. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should cross a line like this. You know what I mean? Some of y'all is coming out of like a fear of like not finding the connections that you really want, or like you know maybe it can sometimes be about like how you're being viewed because the 9 of Swords has to do with identity crisis, fears of gossip, fears of rumors. People talk. You don't want people talking about you. I don't want people talking about me. Who cares? Who cares? Because like the dynamics may not represent or may not resemble what it would look like to let's say your peers or what it would represent to like your social group or you know what I mean like maybe you have like a higher class of like maybe you're in a higher echelon or these people are in higher echelon that could be also like the determining factor what may kind of keep them from like doing it at first. But I get you guys impressing them. Either you impress them or they impress you. They go above and beyond to show you that they're like valuable or worth the time and energy. So you guys get over like the perfectionistic need or a certain view of how your connections have to go, which is going to allow you guys to have the relationships that you really want. You don't have to though. You can just do what the fuck you want to do. I'm just telling you because 3 of Pentacles here means that people are going to get on the same page with you. And with the 7 of Wands, they are stepping it up. So you're gonna be having people step it up. So whatever annoyances or frustrations or anxieties that you were dealing with, that's being healed through the relationships that you're gonna be having. So normally with the bad karma, I would think of it being bad, but it's not bad. What it is just karma. These are karmic lessons. Like these are meant to happen due to the lifestyle that you're living. Some of y'all aren't are like living more of a scarcity lifestyle. So that because of that, these are the type of relation you get like a certain dynamic of relationships of people who overpromise and underdeliver because you don't have anything else going. I ain't got to show up for you. What the fuck else you got going on? You ain't got no life. You don't socialize. You ain't got no friends. You, ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. You know what I'm saying? But if you're out socializing and you have friends and you are like connecting with people, now you got leverage. You get what I'm saying? I was just telling somebody else that for a personal reading. It's the same kind of vibe, but it's a little bit different because the Lilith means that these connections are going to make you feel more empowered to do what you want to do. And then you like have a self-realization moment with the Nine of Swords. And that also makes you stand out a lot more. You know what I mean? And it becomes a lot more impressive to other people. And a lot more people like want to be around you. And they're a lot more useful and a lot more cooperative and a lot more supportive. And they get on the same page with you. They step up in their devotion towards you because you're not just a hermit. You're not just a laying on your bed all day. You know what I mean? You got a life. You got something going on. So these be people who help you out of like some of y'all like a rut, your romantic rut. If you weren't dating, you know what I mean? Like these are people who, like I said, they're self-sufficient. So you don't have to like mother them back into like being able to do what they need to do. So you're gonna build up some type of consistency with the Virgo energy and the Three of Pentacles. They're gonna build up some type of consistency. These may be people that make you nervous, or these will be people that you make nervous. Because either there's a strong sexual desire to like towards each other or something like that. You may meet them through networking, like networking opportunities, group activities, maybe within your social circle. So it could be friends of friends, could be in like at work. This may be places where they have memberships, people that have memberships, or like the library, the gym, the mall. Well, the mall don't have it, maybe because like Bath and Body Works, they got memberships. You know what I mean? So like I don't know, social media. Yeah, there's opportunities to do that and to engage. If you guys are going to be open to like being friends, some of y'all friends, some of y'all would be friends with benefits. You know what I mean? Because these are people who do not need a mom or a dad if you're a man, you know what I mean? So they may be friends with benefits because they like to take care of themselves, but like you guys may get together with the Three of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. You impress them so that they keep you around, or they impress you so that you keep them around. It's one of the two. All right. So it could be a Virgo, could be an Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. Okay, so yeah, not people in your neighborhood trying to bump the uglies with cancer. Okay, let me see. So he's on Gemini. All right, Gemini. What's next in your love life? What's next in your love life? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, travel. So some of y'all may be traveling soon, packing up, going somewhere. I would say, so maybe this is going to be your love life may revolve around traveling. All right, divination abuser. Okay. I don't know, some of y'all may be dating somebody who's a tarot reader or like a very spiritual person, or you guys are dealing with somebody who's using you guys for clout. All right. Somebody who's intimidated by your status, by your influence. So you may have partners who like find you guys to be attractive and desire to be with y'all, but maybe are worried about like maybe your demeanor, or it could be worried about like, I don't know, some of y'all they could be worried about like the experiences you've had in love. Like maybe you guys have already had like high quality partners. Maybe you've dated some of like, important people, or you know what I mean? Some of y'all they could be worried about that. Some of y'all it could also be distance because travel is giving me distance. So distance could play a part in your relationships, or travel could play a part. So maybe you're meeting them on trips, or maybe it's just like I can't get to them, they can't get to me. You know what I mean? Or some of y'all may be moving out. Like you guys could be making up a reason just to kind of get free, to not necessarily have to like deal with a partner. Like people are feeling threatened and bothered by y'all at this time. You know what I mean? So they may be making up any reason. I was thinking that people may make up any reason to try to come towards y'all, or to like see y'all, or to like deal with y'all, or to talk to y'all. So you're gonna probably notice that soon, which is cool for Geminis because people like to talk. Y'all like to talk. So people are gonna probably want to socialize with y'all. Some of y'all may be going on a trip soon. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know where you are now, but if you're not going on a trip soon, you just may be traveling a little bit more. These could be short distance trips or travel. You know what I mean? Like maybe you go to a different side of the city today, or maybe you're like in a different part of your state, country, or whatever. It's that we got Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Right, so it could be a vacation that y'all are going on, or like on like a vacation or like a break. Some of y'all could be coworkers, colleagues, neighbors that you guys may be dealing with. We got Seven of Swords. Maybe these are people who are already in relationships. But if not, you guys are like becoming a lot more strategic about like what you share with people, about what you like, and also like listening and interpreting what people are saying. So you guys may be also reading more into what people are saying, or people are reading more into what you're saying. Yeah, the judgment here. You're having a lot more influence over people, or the people that you're dealing with have a lot of influence. But I really feel like it's people using you for clout. So you may be dating people who want you for clout. They may be talking about you to others. They may see the influence that you have over others or the responses that you get from others. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, it could be stuff that they heard because of the seven swords and this judgment. It could be stuff that they heard because it's something that's making them feel called to like taking action. Yeah, E frequency. You missed Scorpio already. I've been there, Scorpio. All right. Damn, I forgot. So you got two of cups here. People are definitely, you guys got love at first sight coming to y'all. And in terms of relationships, you guys got choices and decisions when it comes to love. I forgot choices in love when it comes to relationships. So these would be pivotal connections or important connections, life-changing connections. All right. So they could be relationships that could stay in your life for a while, even if they were like just friendships. But I get more so, yeah, we got healing, we got Chiron. So these would be relationships that heal you or that bring like pose a bigger lesson. You know what I mean? They help you guys like through spiritual growth. They help you with all type of shit. But vulnerabilities, deep wounded insecurities. They help you process experiences that you've had that like maybe you were hurt before. We got the moon here. We got Chiron and the moon. These be people you feel connected to emotionally, easily, especially with the two of cups and the justice. I mean the judgment. You'll feel easy. Like so, like you may kind of wonder. Some of these are people who like you had endings with and they want to renew it. You know what I mean? Because it could be Chiron could also be wanting to heal, but then we got Sag energy and we got sextile. So even if these are newer people, these may be newer people who would either A, intimidate you or who you intimidate. So like they try not to like piss you off. They try not to say the wrong things around you. They try not to annoy you. They try not to like I don't know, not, they try not to be too much. So you may notice that. You may notice that people are acting strangely around you. You may notice how like the response that you get from them. They're going to be either a lot more friendly, a lot more communicative, a lot more supportive, a lot bolder, you know what I mean? But like also in subtle ways. So like they may hit on you like say for instance, maybe people start like a way of doing it would be like maybe people like maybe you work and then you have like a coffee, maybe you like coffee tea, they bring you coffee tea. It's strategic. People may feel called to like reaching out to y'all, to like being around y'all. People are at this time, people are strategizing to have a bond or connection with y'all. And it's mainly because of how they see other people respond to you. Like they feel like other people like you. So it could be for clout mostly. Most of y'all is for clout because like I see how everybody else wants you, and if I got you, then if you guys already have a partner, then they're going to try to heal some type of insecurity or try to heal some type of wound that they may have triggered. It's going to be a strategy. It's a strategic move. So they may try to like I don't know make up with y'all. Maybe they come up with a creative way with the seven of swords. It could be a strategic or innovative way or a different way than what they normally would to try to renew the conversation or connection between y'all to try to get back on the same page. 'Cause I got that happening here too. You guys may just have a feeling of like wanting to feel comfortable or wanting to feel at home but also wanting to explore maybe like beyond. Some of y'all want to explore beyond your relationships. You know what I mean? Like I've had this experience, but these experiences like make me feel called to like what else is out there for some of you. So some of y'all there may be like sneaky behavior in your relationships. You know what I mean? This may come to your attention. It could be like brought to your attention. You could discover this. It could be, what I mean? Or you could just kind of like notice different behavior in partners. If you already have a partner, you could just notice a different behavior with them. You know what I mean? You may be like, I feel like I need to watch what you're doing. You know what I mean? But you may have like a higher perspective of these things because you may be seeing like signs, signals, and stuff that you already knew. You know what I mean? But not ignoring these things. So a lot of y'all, if you are having that in your relationships, you guys will be able to avoid like a deeper lesson or a harsher ending because you already know the signs or you've already like picked up the indicators. So for most of y'all, this may be a skill set that some of y'all didn't even recognize. But others of y'all, the skill set, because sextile means you're about to learn a natural ability that you already had. Y'all natural ability is being able to see the signs of attraction. Oh shit, hold on. Yo, yo. Hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah, I know. I seen that. I wasn't going nowhere anyway. I ain't got nowhere to go. It took you 2 hours to move all that? Oh yeah, that's cool. But I wasn't planning on going nowhere. But yeah, if you leave the shovel right there on the step or whatever, I oh okay, you ain't gotta go to work? Oh, okay, that's a bet. What you about to get? Oh no, I don't need no Popeyes. I don't need no Popeyes. All right. Oh yeah, I'm cool. All right. Well, thanks, yo. I'm live right now. Though I just make sure you was all right. All right. All right. Peace. Yep. That's my neighbor, y'all. Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna start noticing that's so the next so what I was saying that natural skill set that's coming for y'all is gonna start recognizing signs of attraction. You're gonna start recognizing your influence over other people during social interactions. You're gonna start noticing maybe eye contact. You're gonna start noticing how they're gentler, friendlier, how they're more open with you. You're gonna notice maybe how you feel more open with people. You may start picking this up. You know what I mean? Maybe, and some of y'all, you may notice it in hindsight. So, like after the social interactions, you may notice how people make you feel, you know what I mean? Or people will start noticing how you make them feel and they'll be wanting to reach out. Because that's what I'm saying. It's like the insecurities that people may have had, like maybe people were who once avoided you or be like wanting to take action on you because like they realize like maybe your presence or the lack of you being there means something to me. It means something now. So they'll be making like, I'm not gonna say going out of their way, but they will be in a strategic way, making it be known that they want to have some type of connection or bond with you. So you guys can date. If you don't have any options, you can date. People would like you are going to start picking up on the clues and the indicators that people are trying to get to know you or that people are trying to make moves on you. It's just you're going to start feeling it. At first, it may feel uncomfortable because you're like, maybe I'm being like delusional. You know what I mean? Like you ever been in a stage of your life where you feel like everybody wants you? You know what I mean? Especially even if they're like big time people. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dang, they like me, they want me. Like you may see like, let's say like you see like a celebrity or a I don't know, somebody important, you see them make the actions that would like imply that they want you. You be like, nah, for real? You want me? So you guys are like start maybe stop doubting yourselves or stop like overlooking the obvious in your social interactions. All right, so it could be done with Aquarius, Cancer, Sag, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Sag. Was that it? Cancer. It's all the same signs. Virgo, Gemini. That's it. All right. Those were signs, but they don't gotta be just those signs. They could just, you know what I mean? That's just what we had there. All right. So we on Taurus. That is a good neighbor. He's a mechanic too. He be putting in that work. He nice with the cars. And he would just let me know because they just shoveled out my neighborhood. And it's like I went outside when I walked my dog and I seen how much the snow was piled up. The snow, like, so say I'm sitting down. The snow is like up to here, realistically. So that's about maybe like 3 feet of snow packed up. So it's almost like over my hood. He's like, yo, if you need it, you can use it. I'm not going nowhere right now. You know what I mean? There's no plans, and everybody know it. I'm not rushing out to do nothing. I think it's still a state of emergency, or they just like lowered it. So like him going to Popeyes, I was like, shit, I'm not even trying to get up out of this motherfucker. I got food here. I'm still cooking. I ain't even go to the gym. I got weights here. I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? I am not in a rush. So we're gonna see Taurus. Ha, that makes sense. Just like tourists, I am not in a rush. We are not in a rush. But maybe y'all are. Maybe you are. I don't know. But that'd be a good ideology. Too busy winning right now. Okay, cool. You guys got a partner who's seeing you guys as a trophy, or you guys are about to get a partner who you would deem as a trophy. All right. So you guys may be winning in your relationships, dating in life. Oh yeah, you guys get to play around a little bit. Okay. And somebody wants you back. So somebody's so a couple things. Um, a couple things. People want you back. People are afraid of losing you guys. This may be a time of winning when it comes to relationships for y'all. You guys may be getting what you want when it comes to connections. You know what I mean? You may feel like, happy about love. Like, shit, I'm getting what I want. You know what I mean? This could be a strategy that some of y'all are playing, which could be a ploy like pulling back, maybe over promising, telling people what they want to hear. And then some of y'all going ghost or like disappearing or, you know what I mean? Like maybe like cooling your jets, like ho, 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 ho. You know what I mean? So some of y'all are doing that, or you guys are like just going to be dealing with some of the partners that you really want. That's what I really feel like for the most part. Most of y'all are going to be getting the partners that you really wanted. All right. Getting over a scarcity mindset. So some of y'all, if you had like an ex that you guys were missing over or missing, some of y'all, you're missing, there's an ex that y'all may have missed what they did for you. You know what I mean? You guys may have wanted this person back. I get you guys having opportunities to date outside of that. All right. Like, so you guys are like healing the insecurity around this only being one. If you had an ex, you guys are getting over that. Now, if you don't have an ex and you're in a relationship right now, then this person you could be strategizing on like how to get you guys back to where you guys once were. in the relationship if you have a relationship. If it's a newer person, it's going to be a newer person who sees you guys as a trophy, and they're going to be trying to be strategic about having you in their life. All right. They may overpromise in the beginning stages. Yeah, we got Earth, so that means it just usually is a reorientation with a past person, but it could also be it could just be like getting to know somebody new. Some of y'all, it could be getting to know somebody new in a new environment. You know what I mean? Like this could be like maybe, or it could be like you went back to an old environment, but it's brand new. You get what I mean? Where somebody's coming back to an old environment that they were in and it's brand new for them. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. It could be somebody's coming back. Some of y'all is like somebody who lives in the mountains, hills, or lives in like a mountainous, hillious, or is that a word? Hillis area? In a mountainous or a hilly area. Some of you. They don't have to be. Would you say? And that's right. We are snow. Oh, you're in Tennessee. Okay. I mean, and that see, damn, that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Cause I noticed that here. Like it's like a mountainous, hilly area. You probably can't really see it, but there's like mountains in the back. So that's what I was really noticing. Mountains, hilliest area. Or like this maybe like somebody who's like a more outdoorsy person. So you may be dealing with somebody like that. Y'all maybe went to school together. Y'all may be getting to know each other again. Could be an area, you know what I mean? Could be a Taurus Virgo Capricorn, could be an Aquarius. All right, could be it's more like an earth sign. So it's, if not somebody who's very stable, very mature. All right. If it's a newer person, it's gonna be a newer person who like wants to show y'all off. They want to be confident in the relationship or in the stability, security in the relationship. Could be, I'm gonna say some of y'all could be like long distance. Some of y'all because of ninth house, but it don't gotta be. This could just be like foreign. It's gonna be a memorable experience. All right. So some of y'all is like y'all are getting back on the dating market, putting yourselves back out there, starting to like feel confident and like expressing yourself, starting to feel attractive again, feeling magnetic again. You know what I mean? Starting to feel like you have meaning. Life may feel like it has meaning. So if it's a newer person coming into your life, it feels like they have meaning. They may be bringing you back to like, a more simpler time in your life where like relationships weren't that hard, so it boosts your confidence where you can start putting yourself out there even more. Like, yeah, I knew it. I knew I was attractive. You know what I'm saying? I knew I wasn't, you know what I mean? Because like some of y'all are going through a scarcity mindset where like, you wasn't getting what you wanted. Maybe you were getting partners, but like these ain't the ones I want. You know what I mean? When you get the ones you don't want, you're like, oh man, these ain't the ones I want. Man, where are the good ones at? Go tell somebody in the back to send the real ones out. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep sending these fugazis. These ain't what I want. These is, you know what I mean? Who keep bringing these hoteps? So it's one of those, you know what I'm saying? So you guys are getting experiences that you guys want, experiences you could be proud of. All right. Like, whoo, some quality, upper level, because it's Saturn. So these are people you could take seriously if you wanted to. These are people you could take seriously. I could. You know what I mean? So they may overpromise at first because it's, you know what I mean? We got broke ass, but doesn't always mean that like they're broke. It could just mean that they overpromise. Sometimes a little bit more than they can deliver. But with the Saturn here and the Leos means that they're theatrical. So they may oversell it at times, but like, just like to impress you. These are people who will want to impress you, or you'll want to impress them. It won't really make a difference because they're gonna want to have the experience with y'all. All right. He said, folks always get what they don't want. That's how it be too, right? That'd be the worst. You'd be like, damn, that's not what I wanted. Like, damn, why the ones I don't like me? That'd be the worst, right? I don't go through that no more. But dude, there was a stage where it was. I was like, am I a clown? I thought I was the clown. I was like, I gotta be the clown. I gotta be. And I was kind of like, biggie back again. So that could have been that. I was a little bigger back then too. So that was part of it for real. I can't even front because that makes a big difference. You know what I mean? I was looking at the pictures of me too. I was like, damn, I was built like a fridge. And I'm short too. That was terrible. Like a little meatball. How dare you act like you act? You know what I mean? Anyway, what we got? Strength. So your confidence is gonna be peaked. All right. It do. Okay. And nice source. So you guys are gonna definitely be talking to a lot of people or just getting your confidence up, communicating, being a lot more straightforward with people, being bolder. So like if you're the more aggressive in terms of relationship, you guys are becoming a lot more confident saying like the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know, Cooks. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like you getting confident, like being direct and telling people what you desire. We got the devil here. Oh no, we got an emperor. Okay, my bad. The lovers though. So some of y'all there is a little separation, maybe, but like if it's a separation, I don't really feel like it's separation. With the lovers in verse, it usually would just mean that you guys are connecting elsewhere. So this could be affairs, sometimes short-term affairs, but like they have serious implications. Like they have real meaning. These people being in my life, they like, it just makes it like they're part of a pivotal change in your life. They're almost like an eighth house, but the ninth house means that you're having a new life. You're either indulging in a new lifestyle, which could be like maybe you got a higher paying job, maybe you quit a job and then did something else, or this could be like getting married, this could be like having a child, this could be like losing weight. These are like life-changing situations that happen that give you a different perspective of life. You know what I mean? Because they come from the eighth house. Because you're getting to the ninth house. You didn't just skip a house, you went to the ninth house, but that means that you went through an eighth house, which means something about you changed, transformed. And with the earth here, it means that people have to get to know you all over again. So if they're newer people and you're having to get to know them all over again. Either which way, if you're getting to know these people all over again, they're proud of you. You know what I mean? They're seeing you as accomplished. You're looking like the trophy. You know what I mean? You're looking like a status symbol. You have more meaning in my life now. So now I would like to please you. Now I would like to like appeal to you more. So they're being a lot more persuasive as opposed to demanding of you. You know what I mean? So if somebody's gonna be trying to fix y'all connection, I will tell y'all that. It's somebody who maybe at one time felt intimidated by you or thought that they had the control. They feel like they don't have the control now with the Emperor in reverse. They feel like they don't have the control now. Some of y'all is because you guys are dating around. And who did I say that for? I said that for somebody. Maybe it was Cancer, where I told Cancer about like when you date around, you have opportunities now. Now you have chance, you have leverage. But if I know that you have nobody else, you're over the barrel. You were like this. You were under the elbow, bro. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, sure, you can cut me off and stop talking to me, but who gives a shit? Who you gonna talk to? Who will you talk to? You'll be right here when I come back. Then let me go explore. When I come back, you'll be right here because you scared, and that's what they count on. Man and woman, they count on you not dating any or getting to know anybody else. That's why people get jealous and possessive. They get jealous and possessive because when you don't have any other resources and nobody else to rely on, I got control. And as long as I got control, you can't leave. That's the experience. You know what I mean? You go for everything you don't want to go for in this relationship because you're afraid. They try to make you feel bad for that. People try to make you feel bad for like having other bonds or connections outside of your relationships. And there's a reason for that because then I can't assert myself. Then there's a possibility that you could leave me. You know what I mean? Men and women do that shit. They do it. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Unless they're like fully independent and used to doing stuff on their own or really comfortable doing stuff on their own. Because some people can do it on their own, not really be comfortable. All right, but anyway, you guys are building more mature connections, is what I will say, because we got Saturn here. So these may be older people, because we got the patriarch, but then others of y'all they're about your age. So you know what I mean? Like you may be dealing with like, let's say you're dealing with older people. These may be like older people who are kind of like on the same thinking level as you. But even if you're dealing with people who are younger than you, they're on like the same thinking level as you. You guys have like maybe similar experiences or like a similar understanding. Y'all communication style is very similar. You know what I mean? So I'm getting that vibe here. But these will be partners you can like show off and be happy to have in your life. So could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be Aquarius, Sag, Leo, Gemini, Aries. Yeah, that's it. All right, don't gotta be, but that's what I got. There could be some other signs in there. So here we are. We made it to Aries. We made it. We made it. Damn, made it. All right, Aries, what we talking about? Let's look at your love life. Aries, let's look at this love life. What we got going on for y'all? Grudge holder? We shall see. We're gonna split the deck again. Thank you next. Grudge holder. Some of y'all are still holding on to like a past person or hurt, frustration from a past person. Guys, some of y'all may move on. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see what comes out. It better not come out again. Bad karma, carless, repo, no issue. So I get travel. Some of y'all maybe being in an issue, travel maybe or you guys are dealing with somebody who may be like, maybe not the most trustworthy at this time. They may be carless. Maybe there's like this maybe a karmic lesson that y'all are going through. This may be somebody who fake flexes or pretends to be doing better than what they really are. We shall see though. Hold on. Unbothered. All right. Yeah, you're dealing with partners. You're dealing with partners who like idolize, romanticize relationships, or you guys are idolizing and romanticizing relationships, like in a more nostalgic. So some of y'all maybe are missing partners or missing the connection that you had with partners. You know what I mean? Like trying to be unbothered, trying to move on. But some of y'all keep attracting karmic relationships or relationships that resemble the same dynamic that you had with the past partner that you guys be missing. And you're having these same dynamics because you guys are probably nostalgic or probably in a more idealistic way of thinking about relationships, not being realistic. You know what I mean? You know how people could be like, I want to be in love, but you'd be like, why? Why do you want to be in love? What are you doing right now for me? What like you should be focused on other things. Not that saying that you can't have love because stuff isn't going right in your life. That's not it. What I mean is like the way that you're romanticizing a relationship may not be the way that you can really build the relationship at this time. Like imagine wanting to date somebody who doesn't have their house, doesn't have the clothes, and stuff happens. But like imagine like somebody who can't necessarily take care of themselves at this time or has other things that they need to really focus on. It's probably not the best time to be focused on marriage at this time. Maybe casual, maybe conversation and talking, maybe just like, sharing of yourselves and just, maybe like sometimes when you can going out, but you can't put that obligation on this person. But you may be dealing with people who are like that. They may not be able to like necessarily do what they need to do, but they romanticize and idolize connections, relationships, how they could be, opposed to like what's really going on in their life or what's really going on in the current moment. All right. So you may be dealing with people who are like really nonchalant. I think it's more about their attractiveness, their appeal. Some of y'all they may be leaner, slimmer. You know what I mean? They kind of fit the fantasy or the version of love or the partners that you would want in relationships, is what I'm saying. So like they look like how you would like them to look. You know what I mean? All right, we got Jupiter here. Okay, so this could be a good thing happening here for y'all. We're gonna see. Because it could mean that you guys are having a different philosophy when it comes to romance or when it comes to relationships. Like what you guys need for comfort, what you guys need to feel safe, or what you guys need to feel seen in relationships. This may be you guys maybe exploring that feeling. So I get a relationship about to take off a little bit. It could go fast, yeah. Some of y'all's gonna be a past person or a past connection. And then others of y'all, because if it's a past person, you guys are gonna have more of a diplomatic approach to the relationship, an innovative way to be in the relationship. So we may not do it the way that we've always done it. That's what's going to work it out. If you can do that, then you guys can have the type of relationship you want. If you can't do that, so like if you're always, I'm not saying that you can't be married. I'm just saying that like at this point, this may not be the people for marriage. They do have like an important role in your life because the Pluto and the Moon. So these could be people who are meant to take you guys deeper emotionally, and these could be people who are also meant to change your emotional responses to stuff, like how you respond to certain stimuli, also like the way that you live your life, because some of y'all may live a life that doesn't necessarily like reflect the type of connections that you think you want. That might be the real thing. That might be the real issue. You know what I mean? You may have relationships that you may have been used to relationships that didn't fit the lifestyle you really want. So this is somebody who's helping you guys grow, expand, go to the next level in terms of connections and bonds and who you see yourself as. So you guys may be becoming a lot more authentic and not necessarily playing into fantasies or other people's drama or other people's storylines. You guys are you being a number two? You want to be somebody's number two? You know what I mean? Like you're in their storyline. What are you guys dealing with? Celebrities? Because we do got the Pisces energy. So these could be people who are big deals to you guys. Like having the connection with these people could be big deals. But I guess it's almost like sometimes this could be like you guys give up your power for these connections because either they're very sexually attractive, they may not be your usual type, or they just have this big aura about them. Like you just know the experience with them is going to change your life, or so you believe. It probably will change your life because you may get a rude awakening about like doing that shit with people, romanticizing and idolizing who they could be opposed to who they really are. But whatever. Life just happens. We all have our experiences. I've been there before. It do be fun. So you could be done with, yeah, we got this. We got the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys maybe either these people are feeling that you're their wish fulfillment, or you will feel that they're your wish fulfillment and you guys will like carry it as such. All right. So that Queen of Pentacles is for me is the perfect wife, but they don't gotta be, even if it's a man. So it could be a Cancer. All right. So Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Sag. All right. Yep. Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Sag, Scorpio. I think it was all the signs. Did I say Libra? Yeah, I did say Libra. Did I say Gemini? I don't think so. Nope, I didn't say Gemini. So it's not all the signs, but it's close. All right. So you guys be having more of a diplomatic or a more innovative approach when it comes to relationships, when it comes to bonds, when it comes to creating intimacy, when it comes to giving your power away. You guys gonna be learning how to be independent, self-sustainable, self-sufficient, not really needing the emotional reassurance of others. People are gonna try to pressure y'all. You got Nine of Pentacles here. So either you guys are attracting partners who are like the most eligible bachelor, bachelorette, and that may be why you guys romanticize them. Because like these may be the top picks, the pick of the litter, the ones that everybody would want. I get it. I get it. And you get the opportunity to engage with them. I get it. I get it. I get that. You know what I mean? But like you also have to be like growing and evolving into a phase of yourself where you get used to having these experiences. because Jupiter means that you're that these are a lifestyle or like experiences that you're meant to have. They're synced up for you to grow. So you got to get used to that. So let's say that you date your first rapper or singer or first movie director or movie artist or something. Let's say if it's a man, you date your first baddie. Get used to it. This becomes a lifestyle now because like you're growing and evolving and getting comfortable, and the response, the emotional responses that you've had to like take to be able to have these experiences is why you're having these experiences. So that's why you're like needing to know like you've grown into this version. So start acting that way. So these will be people who come into your life where you won't need to like romanticize and idolize relationships because you'll be that person. You'll be the same type of person. You know what I mean? Like I'm the person that people romanticize and idolize too. Duh. You're gonna figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a self-realization. That Pluto means that there was like a part of yourself that you felt like you couldn't express, or felt like other people may not like this, or this isn't really me. It is you. Hello. So you guys will be like not needing emotional reassurance of others. You're gonna be feeling a lot more confident, feeling a lot more attractive. You're gonna notice a lot more eyes on you. You're gonna notice that people are pushing you into being in the relationship. If you're the one pushing into the relationship, then you're not at a place of power and you're giving away your power. Not saying that you can't want the relationship. It's just that, have you ever needed something? You notice that when you need something, you use it a lot. So like hand soap, hand sanitizer, uh, I don't know, stuff that you need, you use a lot. And that's never really fun in relationships. You know what I mean? So when you're in need, you're usually the person that's being used a lot. That's the first thing you need to know. So you guys are learning how to be independent, self-sufficient, self-sustainable, not needing of a partner, but able to attract a lot of them. You guys may be dating foreign people, people who are going to be big deals to you, people who maybe like get you out of your comfort zone. It may feel uncomfortable with the type of beauty or handsomeness that you're attracting. It should feel uncomfortable. You should feel like a fish out of water. For real, for real. If you're already used to this is going to be somebody who's still going to make you uncomfortable because like the way that they respond to you is totally different than other people respond to you, or the way that they make you feel is totally different. And they may not even be your usual type. You like, I may not, you may like they're attractive, but like you may not even like, maybe they're white, maybe they're black, maybe they're Asian, maybe they're tall, maybe they're short, maybe they're heavier, maybe they're whatever the case may be. You be like, I wouldn't have like thought about this with this person. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? So it's somebody along the lines of that. All right. Yep, it's definitely somebody who's single too. So you guys got lucky here. Single people. All right, they may some of y'all they may be like on islands or like be out traveling, or you guys will be out traveling and then like having these experiences. Like Jupiter means you'll be having far out experiences. What's up there, sissy? You guys be out having like these experiences or having these like synchronistic moments or these I was gonna say come to Jesus moments, but it's not that. You like you having these experiences that like open your eyes because you're not living the life that you once lived. You know what I'm saying? All right, so anyway, it could be dealing with a Libra, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sag, Cancer, Leo. Who was it? Leo, Sag, Cancer, Sag. Could be one of these signs. Don't gotta be. Okay, so anyway, y'all, that was that. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for the support. I appreciate y'all. This was a good one. This was a good one too. This is actually like all the readings. I kind of thought that somewhere in there we was gonna have some bullshit, but not really. It really wasn't that bullshit. It was actually kind of exciting. What's up there, Linus Kitty? You did miss the whole live. You just seen Aries and you was like, oh, it just started. You all good. I don't know why you didn't get the notification. You might gotta put your bell on. There be like a little bell. Kitty, there, Kitty, there be a little bell. You just gotta tap that little bell. You know what I'm talking about? The one that you be telling your subscribers to hit the bell. Have y'all seen Kitty Reed? I gotta go watch Kitty Reed. Kitty Reed too. She cool. Hey, cause Kitty be talking like she talk like a mom. She talk. You wait till y'all gotta go check her out. She talk like a mom. Lioness Kitty. You gotta listen to her. She talk like a mom on there. She is a mom, of course, but like it's funny. Kitty. All right. Anyway, y'all. I'm fitting to go. I'm about to have another good day. I'm quite sure. I may go. What you call? I may go. Shovel myself out of the car. I mean, out of the snow. Maybe. If it be too much work, I'm coming back. I ain't even tripping. I ain't got nowhere to go right now. I got everything I need at the house. So anyway, y'all have a great day. If you guys are anywhere where it's snowing, where it's cold at in general, just try to keep warm, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Take it easy on you. All right, y'all. I'm gone. That's right, Kitty. You don't sugarcoat it. We know it.